What is up, fuckers? It's Wednesday night. It's 8 o'clock. And it is time for gaming beyond the box, around the box, outside the box, wherever the fuck you want to stick it inside the box. We don't really give a shit at this point. All right. Anyway, let's get this shit going. And Reptile, thank you, sir, for being the newest member to the channel. And we do have a lot of changes coming to the channel. De Niro mentioned that a second ago. Yeah, we've got some changes coming. So
good luck.
And it's slow. Yeah, it's slow, but it's coming.
We're working on new emojis too for all you awesome shit biscuits that are channel.
Yeah, new emojis. We've got a new intro coming, and just a whole bunch of shit. We're not going to get into that right now because there's so much other stuff to talk about. So let's do it. Let's start off with the bottom. We got our own Borderlands sperm thingy. What's up, Leo fucker?
Still not used to being on the bottom. Oh, no.
Trash Panda.
Tired as fuck. I was outside all day in the sun. Forgot suntan lotion, of course. I'm like a lobster right now.
Do you feel like your skin is going to entirely crack as soon as you move something? Like, is that?
No, that'll be tomorrow.
It's awful.
I think so. So, are you done?
Yeah.
All right. And to his left, we have the leader of the Dreadites. What is happening? The Florida man himself. What's up, Dreadpool?
Hey, what's up, everyone? Yeah, we're used to the heat and the sun and everything, and we go out there, dehydrated and everything. So you just get used to learn how to do it. But yeah, we're excited to have these guests on. I mean, we got the three probably greatest guests right now today, as of right now: Mag, Scrub Nurse, and Crispy Bomb with his crispy facts.
Work that shaft, Dread. Work it.
Yes. I'm shaking it right now. You can see me
that
shaking,
money
right?
is on the way.
There you go.
All right. And then next, we have the leader of the Myrtle Beach Flat Earth Society and the panel stoner. What's happening, Ghost?
Hey, what's going on, everybody? I'm getting high. I've been high, and gonna keep getting.
I
don't think that ever changes, man.
We're all really surprised about that one. All right, and then we have the original, the one, the only. Come on, Crispy Bomb, cook me some taters, bitch.
French fry taters, motherfucker. Let's go.
Get them taters.
Great to be here as usual. We're coming up on a great time to be an Xbox fan, and let's hope for the best but expect the worst, as we like to say. But hey, we got games. I know games are coming, so let's do it.
There are?
We got games, bitches. We got games. And then making his first time appearance on here, and I did not even know he did podcasts, and I'm really evil for that. My good friend, the Scrub Nurse. What's happening, dude?
What's everybody? What's up? You don't have to worry about that, Wilmy. I just started maybe about 4 weeks ago. So
okay, I feel
you're not missing anything. Good to be here with all you fuckers. Let's have a good time. Let's party.
Let's do it.
Say, how did you allow that to happen? We didn't take his podcast virginity. That's on you, Wilmy. That's your fault.
We tried.
I know. We brought so
It's okay.
many.
We'll take it in other ways.
I was waiting for Scrub Nurse to feel like it's been 2 years since I started, motherfucker, and now I'm getting invitations.
Got dirty already.
It's like no touchy.
We've ruined podcasting for so many people already.
Yeah.
It's only downhill from here. Let's go.
And then making his debut, we have middle-aged game guy, also as we like to call him, Miniature Mooch.
Oh my God! Well, you know what? Honestly, Wilmy, this is an absolute honor.
Here, man. What's up?
What? Yeah, right. Great. Is that what you guys want to hear? Yeah, anyways,
It doesn't sound like him, though.
I know. It's kind of ridiculous. I can't help it. I was born this way, and let me tell you something. I'm older than him. Okay, so it's technically I was first. I just wasn't on the mic first. But anyways, Wilmy, an absolute honor to be here, guys. Panel, you guys are amazing as always, and it's amazing to be here. I watch you guys every single week, and now I'm sitting here, and it's fantastic. So, guys, we got a great show. We have no topics, so let's get right into it.
All right.
The best part, it is just like listening to fucking Mooch. It blows my mind. he sounds just like him.
Except he likes Xbox. How about that? No.
Wow.
I know, it's weird, man.
Oh, my God.
And then at
he
the
was
top
born
right.
with it. Maybe it's maple beans.
Maylene, yeah. All right, it's Moochaleens. And then the top right corner, we have the Nebraska Beer Chucker and the creator of the one, the only, the Elvis vibrator with 3 speeds, 11 double cool, Jailhouse Rock. What's happening, Husk?
That's my favorite part every week. Fucking love it.
Yeah, I've got a lot of caffeine in me, so I apologize.
Fuck. I'm just happy to be here. Pumped about our guests. We got fucking Taters and Nurse and Mooch the second. Like, fuck, it's gonna be a good night. No topics. Well, I mean, we don't need topics anyway because we never fucking stick to them. And the snozberries taste like snozberries.
Do they really? Whose wallpaper are you licking, bitch?
It's snozberry beer.
And then we have the only female that is brave enough to deal with this panel every single week, Miss White Claw herself. What's up, lady?
I am muted. I am better. I'm back. Hi, I'm here. I'm excited to be here. I'm excited to be here with our guests. This is my first official podcast with Scrub Nurse, but he's in chat almost every week and all of the fucking chats around the community. It's excited to finally meet you here. And then Mag, I will call you Mag and not Mooch.
Yeah, I'm not gonna, thank you, lady. Thank
you're
you.
welcome. And then Crispy, that guy.
Yeah.
The other guy.
I'm definitely prettier on camera than real life, so this is about the best you're gonna get.
No,
Are we renaming Tony Baloney?
First of all, everybody says I sound like Mooch. Have you ever stop for 1 second? A Scrub Nurse sounds exactly like Snoop Dogg. Listen to the way, Scrub. Listen, guys, for the rest of this podcast, listen to the way he talks. I've done 2 shows with him the last couple of weeks, and dude, you sound exactly like him. It's amazing.
I was thinking more Ludacris with that southern accent.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. All I hear is
Louisiana boy. Yeah.
You're from Louisiana, and our accents don't differ that much.
I hear that a little bit of Atlanta there.
Yeah, I'm northern Louisiana, so it's a mixture of Texas, Arkansas, Oklahoma, with a little coon ass, so it's all over the place.
Nowhere near Cali. Nowhere near Cali.
And then we have next to me, we have Kratos' third cousin, 3 times removed by marriage. We have him on the podcast. He really doesn't play games, but he talks about them anyway. What's up, Bomber?
What's going on? I don't play games. I just play Twitter. That's what I do. That's my life. It's my life.
That's how he got a beard sponsorship, for fuck's sake. Come on, let's get real.
Damn right. Gotta do what you gotta do. Gotta push it.
Actually, his beard has the contract. He's not really important. We just got a contract.
He just wears the beard.
Yeah, I just wear the beard. But no, this is my first time being next to Wilmy, though, so that's interesting. It's always usually Fork. Fork's always over here.
It looks like you're staring him down, too.
Snuggling.
I know, because of the way my shit is, but, I have a terrible setup, so it's okay. But no, I'm ready to talk about some stuff. I think we have some gaming stuff to talk about.
We do.
I think there's a few things.
And I do have some news also before we start. I am now the unofficial drummer of Xbox, just to let everybody know.
The drummer?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, sweet. I love the drums.
Well, there you go.
Let's hear it.
You should be our drummer.
The drummer gets all the bangs.
Oh, yeah. I'll be the official drummer of Gaming Beyond the Box, but unofficial for Xbox.
Yep, and so does Fork. Fork loves drums. He just loves to beat it.
Robot Chicken, the Christmas special.
And just to answer anybody's questions, you will see Fork in the chat. Fork, he with everything going on, he's having a hard time doing the podcast because it's just hard for him to wear a headset. So he's decided to just kind of sit out until he gets a little bit better. So love you, Fork, but he's stuck in the chat for right now.
Be well, Fork.
Taking care of his basement.
Love you, bro.
Yep, he is in the basement trying to wrangle the midgets as we speak. So
Fork has a new avatar. He hasn't used it yet.
Did I hear?
I made one way better than De Niro. I'm just saying.
Someone say something about drums?
Yeah, I'm a drummer.
He's a drummer.
Are we drumming now? Is this happening?
That's
a drum off.
Yeah. All right.
Okay. Yeah, that's good. All right. Don't let me mute you again, Dread.
That was actually pretty cool.
I muted you once before we went live, dude. Don't let me do it again.
Well, we're talking about blood at that time.
Save a horse.
I just read that.
What is happening? All right, first topic we are going to discuss, and I know a lot of people are a little offended and a lot of people are pissed off about it, but let's talk about Battlefield 2042.
Let's do
I'm gonna go ahead and say it. I pre-ordered it. If you don't like it, fuck you. I don't care.
I already pre-ordered it.
I've pre-ordered.
I can't believe you
it.
pre-ordered
really
it. Jesus.
I don't care about the campaign.
Dare you use your own money to pre-order a game?
I know I'm a terrible fucking individual, but never. If you're going to pocket watch somebody, I'm the worst person in the world trying to pocket watch.
That's Sane's work
That's
right
facts.
So, but yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I saw enough today to get me excited for the game.
Fucking
Point blank, that's it. I'm sold.
Wilmy,
So-
are you a big multiplayer guy? Like, do you do like a shitload of multiplayer? Or
I used to, and then Battlefield was always my thing back in
Yeah.
Battlefield 4. I got
Yeah.
thousands and thousands of hours in the Battlefield. But then when they started shifting and doing their little time warp without the cute dance, I gave up. I
I'm on
didn't
the
really
fence
like
with
it.
Not
I
gonna
played
lie
my
to you,
share of Call of Duty,
yeah.
Mhm.
all of it, but I just kind of got out of multiplayer, and I'm hoping this Battlefield brings me back.
I
Well,
got
see,
my
I mean-
fingers crossed on
I
it.
think it will.
The problem with
I'm
today
loving
is it didn't reveal enough of what's going on, right? Like we got a cool trailer. You're like, all right, this is awesome. Who's that
It
guy?
was a
Who's
tease.
this guy? Yeah, it was a tease, and like they built it up like it was an event, right? And at the end of it,
yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck is this? Where's the rest of it? And then
You know
they're like,
what it
oh,
is?
it's Sunday.
I got more
so what you
information
know.
on Twitter.
It's, only,
than-
it's on the showcase, by the way. They've already confirmed.
Yeah, it'll be
Yes.
on the Xbox.
Yeah.
Okay, but
They might as
I don't
well
know,
have
man.
left the timer on.
That's why I didn't pre-order it. I wanted to see what was going to happen, what they're going to talk about Sunday, and then make the move. Because I know Wilmy, we've played plenty of Call of Duty, and I'm on there all the time. So I'm looking for something to pull me back away from it.
You know what it is? It's when you get booted out, all you see is that tornado come in, take you away. So that way, you don't realize you got booted.
That's what it is.
Cerebral, what's up?
I definitely, I mean,
He must be talking
we got
about Google Maps.
128 players. Come on, man.
That's
yeah, that's
Yeah.
pretty awesome. But
PC, if that.
So
Yeah,
I'm hearing that it might be like a Titanfall situation where they're going to kind of weave a story inside of the multiplayer kind of deal, so
Mhm.
that like it gives you sort of motivation, like, oh, okay, this is happening now this is happening, and then it presents like new scenarios that you could play online and stuff. That's pretty wild. I like that idea. But
It's not
like
a
everybody
terrible
else,
idea.
what?
I said it's not a terrible idea.
Oh, I thought you said it is a terrible idea. I'm just
No,
like,
it's
Jesus,
not.
Husk, we just started. We're already disagreeing.
It's already drunk. It's
Ding, ding,
fine.
ding.
No.
No, but like I don't know. It just I'm kind of I need to see more because you heard me bitch on multiple shows on Crossfire, on the other shows I do on Gaming After Dark, everything else. Well, those games, and I just checked it now. The standard edition here in Canada is $105. So
The standard?
that's the standard edition. Now the thing is, people say, "Oh, the dollar." Fuck the dollar. You know that our cost of living is the same as Manhattan here in Toronto. Okay, so $105 is pretty goddamn expensive. So I need to see more before I'm jumping on board. But I mean, I'm excited because I'm glad that Battlefield has gone back into the sort of modern age or sort of near future, whatever. That's great. But like, I don't know, man. I got to see more before I drop that $105, man. And of course, there still is a possibility this might end up in Game Pass with a multiplayer only game. This is just begging to go into Game Pass, right?
Yep.
So
Yep.
you know what they're going to do? This is someone else said it, so I'm not going to take credit for this. But you say, you know what they do? They're going to gauge the pre-orders first, right? And then EA can go to Microsoft and say, listen, we have X amount of pre-orders. We got this, we got that, we got it. That will make us whatever $400 million. So you're going to have to dish out $200 million in order to make up any kind of like a pre-sale loss or anything like that. Then you can have it in Game Pass.
I think
So
it's too late for that.
Well, they could do it up to they said up to a month before release is what I
Okay.
heard.
Okay.
So by then EA will have a very good gauge as to how many pre-sales they got and how much money that they could make, or at least a projection of how much they could make, right? So that's what they're going to wait and see. And I'm going to wait and see. I'm not going to be Wilmy. I'm not going to jump on this right away. I can't. I don't know what it is about.
I ended up blocking that pocket watcher.
This bitch is coming to Game Pass. I ain't touching shit.
No,
I don't think
the
it's coming to Game Pass. I think that flew out the window today. I just don't think it's going to come to Game Pass, at least at launch.
I don't-
Maybe
It won't, maybe it won't at
down
launch,
the road,
but
sure.
I still
I'm
don't
waiting
have
till
to pay for it.
11:59 p.m.
Like,
You'll still be able to try it
Well-
out for 10 hours.
The
Mhm.
only thing about Game Pass that will actually, I think, ruin the experience will be it won't have all the versions, just like NBA 2K21. you only got the basic Xbox One version. So if
And you're
you
stuck
did that,
playing with
that means you're
those
only
people.
playing and then if you have a Series X and you happen to only play on Game Pass and they only release the base version, guess what? You're only playing 32 v 32. You're not playing 64 versus 64.
Well,
so you're not getting the bigger map.
pre-ordering now.
That's
So
another sneaky thing that they've
that's the
done
biggest
with
issue.
next gen is that they've segregated.
Yep.
Like, we'll support
what'd you say?
old. They've segregated.
Why are we going
Last
back
gen
to there?
and this
That's
gen.
cold blooded.
Oh,
You wait till I get on the podcast. That's what we're doing now. Okay.
You know what?
I thought we were friends.
Twitter. Husk is
We
a
are
son of-
friends. Doesn't mean I'm not a Nebraskan piece of shit. That was good. Thanks.
Thank you.
Anyways, yeah.
It's all good.
So they're segregating generations right now. Like, just because they're supporting last gen doesn't mean you get to play with your friends on next gen.
But you know,
We're
today,
seeing it.
but
Yeah,
in
but
today's
Mortal
age,
Kombat's
all the
already done
water
that.
fountains are closed. Nobody can use any water fountains.
That's true
Yeah,
story.
that is true. What I definitely will do. This is one thing I am doing. I am getting whatever version it is. You can get the game 7 days early. I'm sorry. I'm older. I'm not as fast twitch as I used to be, and I need to get good before these other youngsters get on this game and blow me out of the water.
Dude, it's crazy, eh? You play like an 18-year-old.
That's the trick.
I will say this. I am totally interested in this game, but at the same time, that's only because of the vehicles involved.
I'm excited for the vehicles.
You know
I'm
what I mean?
excited to fucking suck at flying a helicopter.
You know what?
Fighter
covered
jets,
on
man.
that
The
one.
fighter jets look dope.
Yes.
You know,
that
but,
little
for sure.
smart car, I hope that's in the game because I would.
but
Fuck
what I've done in other battlefields, the modern battlefields, as I like to call them, is I've gone and I've continued to die many times using one vehicle, and eventually I became a master at that vehicle. And I said, "Give me that vehicle." So, I do enjoy that. They really emphasize the fact that you can use multiple vehicles. You can, challenge yourself by playing, on the ground. You can do whatever you want. And that's one thing we have to champion. But at the same time, not having a single player, I mean, like I've said many times before, Bad Company 2, I want another Bad Company. That single player game, not even the multiplayer. The multiplayer was good, but the single player was extremely good. And I feel like they can do that. And that only comes from somebody that can play games that have a great single player and a great multiplayer. And yeah, I might play the multiplayer before the single player, but at the same time, why can't we have that? You know what I mean? Like,
You remember
why?
Battlefield 3 and 4? Like, I thought those campaigns were amazing. I love them. I love the stories. I like them.
Yeah,
like
but-
Battlefield 3 and 4, which was like, and in Bad Company 2. Like, I put those three in like the golden age of Battlefield, right? And they were incredible. I love the stories. They were good. They were fun. And it gave you a good idea of like a gauge of like, what to do. And all of a sudden you get in the multiplayer and I'm like, all right, let's do this. And, I almost feel like it was like a value thing for me, right? Because now that's why, what they're saying, I'm like I said, a little skeptical, but at the same time, I'm excited because I want to see how they're going to weave this story in to this multiplayer. Because remember, Titanfall 1, not Titanfall 2, Titanfall 1 had that little miniature stories in between like levels and shit like that. And I enjoyed it. And I thought I got my money's worth. And I enjoyed Titanfall 1's multiplayer better than 2. I know it's sacrilege for a lot of people, but
No,
yeah,
it's
I know.
It's not sacrilege. Nope.
Thank
I
you.
can
Nuts.
understand. I can understand though.
I loved it. The second one, I adored the campaign. And the multiplayer, I just sucked at it. It was just too fast. And there was too many changes from the first one. Fuck.
Get good, bro. It was awesome.
Oh my god.
The first one, like that was like if I was ever going to even attempt, minus Left 4 Dead, if I was ever going to attempt to be on a team with people that like play in tournaments and shit, that was my game, and I just didn't.
Well, you can see that they're obviously modeling it something close or similar to how Titanfall 1, right?
Yeah. And they did a great job with weaving it into the multiplayer. It was crazy.
And now you've got what, almost 10 years later? So they've had time to like maybe, sprinkle that narrative in even better or make it even more involving or something. So I'm not saying no. I'm just going to wait a little bit and I want to see what's going on Sunday.
Yeah.
Battlefront didn't have a campaign, right? Battlefront, the first one, if I recall.
No, it did not.
Yeah. So I mean, this is DICE and EA kind of doing their best.
People are worried what the hell was that all about, by the way?
I don't know what that was, but it really threw me off.
That threw me off too, man. I lost my thought. I just saw the head, the beard, the tongue, and I'm like,
I lost my appetite.
On? Well, I was going to ask Bomber. He said they're eating on stream. I was going to ask you brought enough for every fucking body.
No, I did not.
On stream is my thing. Please stop.
I got to eat my dinner. I didn't get home till late, and I'm eating some dinner.
I'm still waiting on that corn dog I ordered.
I had chicken nuggets.
Ooh,
I had chicken nuggets.
Look, I know I haven't really talked much on this because I had my little rant on Twitter earlier, so it's really no point for me to really talk about it.
I've played one single player campaign on all the Battlefields, and that was for Bad Company 2. Other than that, I've never played it. Don't care for it.
Really?
Yeah, I know people are complaining about the wait time with the bigger player base. They even said somewhere I caught it on there that they said that there's going to be bots to fill in the meantime. So
there's going to be AI. You can do full AI if you want. You can choose to just go against AI with your friends.
Did nobody else see that?
Fork tournaments. What?
That sounds pretty cool. Yeah, tournament. That'd be pretty
down.
wild.
I'm down.
But you know what? One thing I'm going to say, though, if this is all multiplayer like they're saying it's going to be the way it is, they better have those servers.
Yes.
They're going to be crap. They're going to be crap at first. It's just
there's always like a crash the first day.
Well, that's what the 7 days are for everybody to beta test the servers before they go live with everybody.
True.
I don't care.
Yeah, but
I mean,
the betas are only going to. I mean, the open beta, you're only going to get so many people. You're going to get some people in the closed pre-order betas, and then you're going to get the people that are on EA Play to be able to play the trial, whatever. So you're going to have some people testing the servers, but on day one launch, promise you it's going to be trashed, especially if somehow they do make it on Game Pass, then it's going to be a travesty. I mean, look at the show and look at freaking the terrible game will not answer.
You just had to bring up Outriders, dude. We don't have to mention
I didn't say it.
That's what I'm about, man. Beating that dead horse.
I didn't say it.
I beat the shit out of it again.
But it's going to be trash. It's just it is what it is. Then they'll eventually get it fixed and it'll be fine.
You know what's kind of crazy to think about is that Halo
Which came
announced
first, the chicken or the egg? What?
No. Everybody says that Halo's going to get destroyed by COD and Battlefield. So what is interesting?
Two different types of shooters.
Interesting is Halo has already announced that they're going free to play. So how do you think about that? They've already announced that.
I mean, COD. It's just because especially COD wins every year. It doesn't matter what comes out. COD's going to win.
It doesn't matter how shitty it is either.
If you just count people playing the game, COD's probably going to win out. Now, I think Halo is going to be bigger this year because it's the first time it'll be free to all platforms for multiplayer. That's going to be huge, especially if somehow they
platforms, sir.
Well, the platforms that it will launch on, which is mobile,
the platforms that have Game Pass.
It was announced for the Switch.
Because remember, Bomber, whatever you say, somebody will
I hope they do. I hope they do. Halo's going on a PlayStation. Ryan Line, whatever his name is, he'll keep it. He bought Xbox, so Phil Spencer is just not, no longer the head of Xbox, even though that's what it is. But no, I just, I don't know. I'm not really so hyped for this game right now. I never was a big Battlefield person anyway, but of course, trailers like this never get me hyped ever. So,
well, let me ask you a question.
I definitely want to see gameplay, and then definitely in October when I get to actually try it.
If they were throwing craft beers and IPAs at each other, then would you buy it?
No, I would not.
Wow.
Because they're wasting beer, so absolutely not.
It sounds like he just wants
doing the world a
another
favor
Call
by
of
throwing those
Duty.
beers out.
No, it's just it's the fact that I want to play a different Battlefield. It's just Battlefield has not been great for the last few times, and Battlefield 4 Online was to me not so great. I like Battlefield 3; that was actually my jam. I love that freaking game, but I didn't care for 4, so that's why. And 1 and 5 was a travesty. So maybe this will be better. I don't care for the whole this tornado coming through. Hopefully it's not something that just comes in mid game and you have to worry about that and the enemy. I think that would be just kind of stupid, but maybe they'll bring it in some way that'll make sense. But yeah, I mean, I'm definitely open to it. I'm definitely not pre-ordering it until I get to play it, because I did the same thing with Call of Duty Cold War. Thank God. Played the beta and said nope. So maybe this will be the same way.
Play it on EA
Ghost.
Play.
Yeah, man.
Ghost, should we tell him about deserts and sandstorms and shit?
I mean, I don't think he's ready for how the real world works. And
Yeah, I don't either.
fighting. He's like, oh, I'm not gonna fight the weather and then have to shoot this fucking guy. It's not sunny enough. I gotta fucking no God, change it.
Please tell me where there was a war and there's a tornado coming through.
I
That's
want
what
realism.
I'm just talking about a sandstorm. Are you kidding
I'm
me?
not talking about I never said anything about a sandstorm.
I'm talking about storms in general, weather.
But weather is okay, but a tornado, no.
And it looks
I
like
can't
you're
believe
in
a tornado
You
is
had to
weather.
go hide in your
Right,
cellar.
I just want to see it. Okay, I want to see this battle going on, a hurricane coming
War,
through. Yeah,
all right.
war doesn't matter about
I
weather,
want-
bro. I'm just saying.
yeah, it does,
dude.
If it's not clear
every
skies
day-
60 degrees, bomber ain't coming to the war.
Yeah,
Right.
every
care.
day you go to shoot somebody, the birds aren't fucking.
Dude, there
chirping and
were
it's a pretty day, dude.
sandstorms in
I get. I'm not talking about
Iraq,
damn
bro.
sandstorms.
Come
Fuck,
on,
I
man.
Swear to God,
Dude,
talking
I want
about
realism. Bring in the fucking aliens.
So basically, this
No.
year it looks like Call of Duty.
The USA has
Battlefield,
already
and Halo's
confirmed
gonna be
that.
coming out at the same time, right? Like around the same time period.
Ish.
So that should make the Timefall fans happy, because that means they're going to announce Timefall 3 for this year.
They
Oh,
fucking
yeah,
better.
Dude,
right.
this
Yeah,
just
no
in.
kidding, right? Yeah.
Oh, did you guys
Wouldn't
just
that be
see
nice?
That's
This
my
just
big
in.
E3 prediction.
It's just on Twitter, just announced. Oh, Maneater is going to merge with Battlefield. It's going to be Sharknado.
Sharknado.
Tornadoes. Nice.
Pick up the
Okay.
Sounds
chainsaw.
tasty.
And Matt, that's another good point, dude. I hope it does have day and night modes.
that'll be cool.
I really, really
fine.
do.
Day, night, weather
I would be
cycles, the whole
fine.
9 yards.
I think it'd be cool too if you had like the sunrise, sunset, so you can actually have dark go into light and light go into dark. So as the time progresses, you're actually seeing a change that you got to deal with it, because I'm sure you guys have to deal with that in real life anyway.
For sure.
You know,
Oh, yeah.
Have some sniper glint for sure.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Well, we're
It
gonna
was
find
an
out
issue.
Sunday. So, because they're going to do a deep dive on Sunday, probably at the Xbox show, right? I mean, EA doesn't
Yes.
have a show this year, right? So,
They said they'll be there
They're
at the
doing it,
Xbox.
Yeah,
they're
right.
doing a gameplay reveal. Yes.
all right, so they're going to go
Uh-huh.
into detail. Even 5 minutes worth will give me a good idea of what I'm looking at, right? But
Yes.
just like Bomber said, like you watch these trailers, they're like, all right, but that's it. Like, what else can you say about all right? Because like you don't
I mean, that's
see
how I
anything
felt.
else. Like,
2
it's
minutes
not,
of gameplay would give us enough.
exactly. but it's not
Honestly, it
tangible
would
enough,
suck.
right?
It's not enough, but we would get a good idea, even off of, think about it. The way you can edit clips together and show off everything so
I mean, let's
fast.
be honest. How much difference is going to be than Battlefield 4? I mean, you had vehicle options. You could do whatever you wanted, really. So,
Well, you know what?
I mean,
though?
how much
You've gotta do-
difference, though?
It's going to be
Hold on,
the
Crispy.
on the fly, like what they showed was the on the fly changing of your gear, which is like your attachments and stuff, like not having to go into a menu to
That was
swap
awesome.
out and all that. Like
pretty cool.
that,
by
I
the
want
way.
to see that. I want to see that in live action in a multiplayer game, because you got to think. I mean, how if you're in a 128 versus 128, how many times in that game are you going to be able to have the time to quickly change stuff? And so, how quick is that? How easy is that? Especially going in a building that's dark, flip over and put a flashlight on it, whatever you have to do. So that's the kind of stuff that I want to see. I kind of want to see that implemented in this massive multiplayer only game. So that way, the more, I guess, detailed it is, gives me more of a hope that it could, has more legs than what I think Battlefield has. So that's just me. That's from coming from a non-hardcore fan like some of y'all are, that y'all love, absolutely love this franchise. I was never huge on it. So like I love like 6v6, 10v10 games, though, like team deathmatch, that sort of stuff. That's just what I've always liked with all of them. So I'm hoping like the big 7 maps get, brought down to a smaller size and have, say, 14 or 15 different maps just cut up. You know what I mean?
All I need is me and Ghost in a chopper.
Let's go some shit, man. Fuck yeah. Like,
get to the
chopper. Amazing.
That's it. That's all I need. Army and Navy together. We're going to fuck everybody up. Really
right. You know what the funny thing is? If they start having a lot of tornadoes, I see everybody suiting up with those bodysuits. Just
it's a
lot of tornadoes.
We're gonna fly out of here.
It said the characters will be more like siege characters, so each one's going to have specific abilities.
Kind of like Black Ops 4.
That's what they were saying. Yep.
Yeah. Yep.
I would love to see like a gigantic stream of everybody in a 64 player versus 64 and everybody streaming at the same time.
Can you imagine?
That'd be funny.
Oh, it'd be crazy.
You know what? I would imagine with that many players, you can't just have like, just a map arena shooter kind of deal or whatever else. Like, it's just going to be a massacre. It'll be like, what the hell is that one Shipment 1944 map on Call of Duty where you take one step and everybody's dead, right? So I would imagine that the maps are going to be even bigger than the other Battlefield.
Well, they said the map is the size as the new one in PUBG or whatever.
Yeah, the Antarctica map is like 5.9 or whatever. It's fucking gigantic.
They say it's freaking ridiculous.
All right,
that's
I think that they're going to add objectives more so than just just kill the other fucking guy. You know what I mean? It's not going to be that. I think it'll be like, okay, there's bombs to defuse. There's this. You got to go do that. Go with your team to, whatever, plant bombs underneath the enemy's trucks or things like that. A C4 on the walls and shit like that. And I think they're going to add like single player style objectives,
narratives.
Yes.
It'll give
they're forcing you to use the vehicles. They're forcing you to use
the vehicles too. Yeah. So there's that.
Yeah,
but
I mean,
I don't know.
Battlefield did a really good job with the vehicles, like many times over. Dude, even Battlefield 2, like if you played the campaign in Battlefield 2, dude, and you just went from character to character to character. Dude, you went from a plane to being on the ground and whatever. Like, a lot of people forget about how great that game. Like, I couldn't believe how they did that. Like, I couldn't believe. And that was back then. Now it's like, whatever.
I think you're going to put military style objectives in there that'll give you like something to focus on as opposed to running 4 kilometers just to get shot the minute somebody sees you. You know what I mean? Like if you play those other Battlefields, it's like you run a fucking marathon and you're like
just getting dinged by a sniper,
and it's like 8 minutes later, and all of a sudden, dink, and you're done, and you're like, oh, I guess I got to go all the way back, and then run across Hiroshima again, and then just to go get shot the minute one like 18-year-old like Twitch shooter sees you and immediately pegs you off, right? So I would imagine they're going to give you stuff to do with your squad. Oh,
there we go. There we go.
Hey, I did not say that. I did not bring it up.
Yeah, it's on ladies' mind, man. Pre-show, during the show, I don't know what's going on over there.
I mean, get that OnlyFans started. I mean, wow.
I mean, make that money, yo.
Make that money. Where's my hot tub?
Oh my goodness!
Especially they bring back Destruction. Destruction.
Where's my
will be
Scuba
a
Steve
thing.
suit?
Yes, Wilmy. Like, remember what was it called in Battlefield 4? Like Levelation or something?
Levolution.
Yeah.
Levolution. That's what it was. Yeah, Levolution. And then like you could like all work on taking down a building, and then that changed the map and shit. Now that was back in what 2013? Because I think it came out when PS4 and Xbox One came out, right? It was a cross-gen title. So now we're talking, 8 years later? Well, yeah, about 8 years later. Man, they could do a lot with that, especially with new tech and stuff. They've had a lot of time to work on it, so they could be really wild, man.
Well, they showed that wall getting destroyed in the trailer, so I mean,
the
see
elements
that
should
definitely
definitely
being.
bad.
They had people up on the wall too, like that fell down after it was destroyed. So I can see that being a
And remember on the old battlefields, you have somebody hiding in a house. You just blew that bitch up and took it down on top of it.
That's right.
Just take the whole thing. Yep.
That's
that was
what
like
I do.
Bad Company too, man. Like
Destroy
some of those maps on
walls.
the islands. Yeah, you just get in a tank, padoof, and then just that's it, and then collapse the building on them. It's fantastic.
Best way to get rid of campers.
I can already
see.
Yes. I can already see the millions of YouTube videos we're going to see of these kids taking their best sniper they ever have, get in an airplane, fly up in the air, jump out, snipe people, get back in the airplane, and do that over and over again.
Oh,
they did it in
today.
Jump out of the airplane, land into the tornado.
That too. And then snipe people out of the tornado.
Wingsuit around, pouring. Wingsuit, snipe, wingsuit, snipe, wingsuit, snipe. Yeah.
Quick, take a sip of White Claw and get back in the chopper.
And something Vin Diesel will do in the next Fast
Going
and Furious.
through the blades from up top.
Jump out of the plane, shoot a
he's
guy,
definitely doing that.
yell
And
family, and then
Dana-
jump in another one.
Dana, thank you for $5 super chat. Hi, all. Just catching the show. Love it. Thank you, sir. Glad you're enjoying it. We're enjoying it at least.
Fucking Mag.
Sorry, Husk.
Oh, Jesus. That's
family.
Yeah.
All right. I think we should we move forward? We all done.
Yeah, let's get the battlefield.
I think we hit that light pole pretty hard.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Don't lick it, though,
around
especially when it's cold.
Whoops.
But we all know E3 is coming.
Is
Right?
it?
Wait,
Anybody heard of that?
Summerfest is tomorrow.
Yes.
And believe it or not, somebody at E3 actually gave us permission to do media. Wow.
That's awesome.
I saw that today. Oh, it's
Yeah,
fantastic.
we're official media. I don't know what they were smoking. Maybe they like the sense of humor. I don't know, but for some whatever reason, we got approved.
I feel like they didn't watch us.
That's awesome.
Understand every.
Yeah, it scared the hell out of me when I got the approval. I'm like, did they really watch? Because I mean, you have to submit everything to these people. You have to submit your YouTube channel, your Twitter, and I was like, yeah, Twitter's gonna fuck me out of it right there. But
Oh, my
apparently
God.
somebody at E3 has a sense of humor. So, but speaking of
That's great.
E3, and we will actually, somebody asked a few minutes ago, Sunday after the show, after the Xbox and Bethesda show, we may actually do a live stream afterwards. Not 100% sure yet, because I mean, we try not to be like other podcasts. We don't really bore you and just keep telling you the same shit over and over and over and over and over, because I know it gets old.
I mean, the last time we did that, we just talked about how excited we were about certain games.
Yeah, I mean, we could do that, you know.
We don't
and
really get
Fork-
into detail.
Yeah, Fork could, we could do a circle jerk. Fork could be pivot. I mean, possibilities kind of endless.
Hey, I can switch hand. Whatever you need to
He
do.
could bring his midgets. They'd have a place to go.
Hey, Nano,
for the
there
day.
you go. There's your screenshot.
Dutch rudder.
Husk is
Yeah,
like, I
so,
got
I
a big
mean-
basement.
We may actually
it's
do
not
we
bad.
may actually do a show Sunday afterwards. So I will let everybody know on social media, but I'm pretty sure we probably will. So we're pretty hyped about it. I'm looking forward to it, and there's a lot of rumors. A lot.
So many rumors. How unusual.
Yeah, I know.
There's rumors for Xbox.
And that's-
Wait, what?
Yeah, see, and that's the funny thing with all these rumors. It's like, what are you expecting? And it's like, I don't know what to expect because there's so much
I'm
false
respecting the
advertising
least.
out there. You know what I mean?
I'm expecting the least, so that
Yeah.
if they do
Not
bring
wrong,
out
bro.
the
Exactly.
hammer, then sweet.
You know
Yeah,
what I'm expecting, and I
PlayStation's
said it
buying
last
Xbox,
night.
yeah.
Well, what I'm expecting, and I said it last night, I'm expecting to see what Jason Ronald, right? Expecting what he's excited about. I'm expecting them to show that. That would be cool because if he's excited, and they never made an announcement, we have no idea what that game is. It'll be exciting just to find out what it is.
Well,
The Typhoon
I know
game or the Omen.
there is one rumor, and this one actually made Screen Rant. So Valve is supposed to have an announcement with Xbox.
Wow.
What?
I've been hearing
mean-
that back and forth for
Yeah.
See, I think we've all been hearing it for a long time. But
I think ever since he got on that thing saying that Xbox was the best or whatever.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Gabe, most people don't realize that a lot of people are younger than we are and don't know his history. He used to work for Microsoft anyway.
Yeah, he was deep in Microsoft.
However, when he left, he also hated Microsoft.
Yeah, but that was under different people, though. He's friends
exactly.
with
That's exactly the point.
There's
Now
a
he's
reason
close with Microsoft.
Xbox games and Steam, like Steam and Xbox, are like fucking each other right now. Yeah, like there's a reason for that.
They can't just be friends. Got it.
No, they gotta fuck each other.
No, they gotta bend each other over. Right?
Come on, Ghost. We're not friends. We all have to kill each other. This is what we do.
But
let's just fuck one another. Why don't we?
I mean, but Fork mentioned a second ago, Steam games on Xbox. I'm not really sure how that would work.
You use the web browser.
The only thing I can think of, and this is just
you can play PlayStation games.
Like what I'm thinking is like the whole Play Anywhere thing. So if you own it on Xbox and it's on Steam, you get it unlocked on there.
That's a good idea.
That's kind of what I'm expecting.
I can see that.
That would make like
say that again,
Bomber?
Sense.
Like what I'm saying is like the Play Anywhere stuff. So which we understand the Play Anywhere titles, majority of those are all first party games.
Okay.
However, they could make a thing where all they do is they unlock the license. That way, all you have to have is you log into Steam anyway. You have your Xbox account's already logged in and it's linked. And guess what? You have Xbox Game Pass, whatever it is, and it just all links together. It ties all your games together.
Whoa.
Well, then you have the unlocked version through Steam, so that way the PC crowd, because this is the biggest problem. PC people still don't want to go through the Microsoft Store to download games. They don't want to go through the Xbox app. They want to go through Steam. So
it's because it's a giant heaping pile of dog shit.
That's what I'm saying.
So how about a Steam app?
Meg,
a Steam app on Xbox.
Then you're doing all this streaming games, and I already have tried that.
But I'll tell you right now, like most of what Steam provides, like I'd say at least 30 to 40% of what Steam provides is like indie games on Xbox. So
yeah, but it runs good.
But it runs good until your PC fucks up, right?
Yeah, but your PC fucks up.
It runs good on your Xbox.
I'm just being honest. Trust me.
Meg was gonna go ham on
years, bro.
On it. I saw him. He leaned up to his mic and then he stopped.
Dude, imagine a Steam app that provides the games that you may not be able to ever touch on the Xbox console. That all of a sudden you get them because you download the Steam app.
Yeah,
we've seen that.
We've seen that. There's a problem there.
We've seen that with Mixer as well, because Mixer was supposed to be this great platform. Was supposed to be this great platform, and it actually allowed me to share my gaming immediately on the console or on Twitter or whatever. And all of a sudden, it disappeared. What I'm saying is like if you just get to play the games that some people can't do at this point in time, that would actually be a big deal. I'm sorry.
There's a problem with that. Those games were not signed to be played on Xbox. They're signed to be played on Steam. They have to have a contract. And
that's why it's an app that they get money from. That's what I'm telling you.
I don't see it. I don't see it that way. I could see what Bomber was saying, where if you bought the game and it's in Steam, you still have access to it. I see it that way, but I don't see it this way because
what if Steam is thinking of it as a subscription service?
Right. But that's what I'm getting at. Remember the NVIDIA PC streaming crap? And they got into a whole lot of heat because those games from those publishers were not allowed to be streamed that way. They were not allowed to be played that way. You could stream it to Twitch, but not stream it to your PC for another PC to play. They would not do that. They've lifted some of that, but that's because it's per publisher. You know what I mean? So it's not going to be an instant snap your fingers and here you go, you got a full Steam library. It's not going to be like that.
Most
that's
of the
why I don't see
games
it like
that are
that.
on Steam do not have a publisher, by the way. They make the game, they
All
put
right.
it out, and
And yet
Steam
again,
purchased it,
the
and they
contract.
allow it, or they allow it on, and they do the contract. Well, the contract will be with Steam, not
Correct.
necessarily a publisher. So imagine,
But
an
the-
extra 100 games that you could download on the Steam app
But it's between
that
the
is on
dev.
Xbox.
Right, but that's what I'm getting at. It was an app that they put on your computer to play it from Steam servers, and they still got the the takedown. They still got taken down for all that because they said, wait a second, this is not in our contract. Our contract is Steam, not Steam, and then stream it to somebody else. So there's other legalities in that caused issues before. That's why I don't see it happening like this. That's why I say Bomber's version I see more reasonable to be probable is a fact, or not a fact, but as a prediction,
A possibility.
right? Where
I will say
this is going to cause there's a lot more legalities involved doing this, because if Nvidia had an issue, guess what? Xbox is going to have the same issue. They're only going to be allowed to do certain ones.
Anybody remember Fallout 4 mods? That actually came from Steam.
No, it didn't.
Where'd it come from?
Bethesda.
Yes, Bethesda was
They
a
had
part
their
of
own
Steam.
launcher. No, before
Yes.
it was from the launcher because they allowed you to use the creation engine through their launcher. It wasn't
He's not
until
wrong.
way
Yep.
later.
Exactly.
You still can't use the creation
Wait,
engine through Steam. You have to do it through them.
That's why there wasn't all of the mods weren't available on Xbox. You had to use because Steam had their own mods, so you had to use the Bethesda's the mods. that
And
were
most
in
of
there.
the modders did not
And
want to
now
shrink their stuff down
Bethesda
for Xbox.
is a part of Xbox. I'm just
Speaking
I'm
of
just
mods,
throwing it out there.
Xbox
But
is
did you hear?
working
But
on
did
it.
you hear
I
what
mean,
Leo
that's
said?
not that's
What did
Heck,
Leo say?
that's true, but
Do
that doesn't
it.
change
Get it
the
out.
fact.
What did
No, I
Leo
didn't have to
say?
get anything out.
Those
I was
mods
just
What were you
thinking to
gonna
did
say?
myself,
not want it.
does
Go ahead,
anybody else
Mac.
feel like we ran with this subject and Wilmy actually never finished the question?
I don't know.
Oh no, go ahead. Go
I
ahead.
never
That's
said
what we'll
that.
do here.
No, I just thought it was
But I
kind of
can
funny
read
because he just said Valve, and everyone just went, "Oh, fucking!" This, blah, blah, blah," and everyone started going off, and I'm like, and I've been sitting here going, "Go ahead, Wilmy, finish."
Oh no, that's how we roll here.
Yeah.
Like you were halfway through a
It's
sentence,
true.
and Dreadpool just ran in like Stone Cold Steve Austin, like just like music cut him
Now-
off, and he just went down to the ring.
Now you see what happened last night. Why I was running your show.
Oh my god,
Damn. Oh,
Wow.
Shots
Red was
fired.
Red was
shots
out of
fired.
control.
Pew pew pew.
He was out of control last night. 2.5 hours, and he's still talking, and I'm like, dude.
Dred's good at that.
Oh my god! And then we went off the air. You know what the best thing is? We went off the air, and I'm sitting there. I'm thinking the show was still going, right? So I'm like being on my best behavior and this and that. And Dredd is talking. And then I glance over at my monitor and I see podcast or it said show ended. I'm like, why the fuck is my still listening to Dreadpool? I'm like, I'm going to bed. Tonight he's had it again. Dredd, what's in that Florida water, dude? What's going?
Oh, that's awesome.
There's a lot in that Florida water.
We do the same thing, Mag.
You don't want to test that water. Trust me.
Oh, it's a lot.
That's fucking great.
All right, enough with the steam rumor.
We got Tiger Blood, man. Ask Carol Baskins.
I thought it was a Valve rumor, not a Steam
I
rumor.
thought we had Maiden's blood.
Valve, steam.
Yeah, no, I thought we had
Man's
Maiden's
blood.
blood. Yeah, right.
Upside down, it's all the same fucking difference. It don't matter. All right, the next rumor is for Ubisoft, and they keep fucking with us on Sam Fisher.
No, that ain't happening.
Sam Fisher's dead.
It's not happening. But
No,
I
he's
want
not dead. He's in every
No, he
other
died in the
game.
last Breakpoint thing.
No,
He's in
no, he
everything
didn't.
but his own.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
I
No,
watched
he
it.
didn't. No,
he got
he didn't.
popped in the head.
No.
He's dead. All right.
Well,
Well,
are
anyway.
you talking to us through a phone booth?
Leo went weird again.
All right,
Prequel.
we haven't broke that out in a while.
I figured if I did that, he would pull it out.
Well done,
Pull it
fucker.
out.
Sounds like something Fork would do.
Oh, whoa.
Not on
Shit's
stream.
got
Leo.
dirty.
Anyway, the name of this is supposedly Battle Cat. It's supposed to be a PvP
I keep
first-person
thinking Heat Cat.
shooter where Splinter Cell, The Division, and Ghost Recon will all come together.
So you can buy Sam Fisher.
Time for me to take a piss. Bye.
All three third person
awful.
shooters to be a first person. Like I don't know.
That sounds
It's just
whatever.
I feel like it's
Wasn't
something
Battle
nobody
Cat
asked for.
He-Man?
Like nobody asked for this.
No,
What is
yeah,
it?
Nobody
Battle
asked for that.
Nobody
Yeah,
wants that. What the fuck?
They're like,
When I
"Who the
saw
fuck
that,
wants
the first
this?"
thing I thought was He-Man. I was
Like
like,
as soon as you said
Exactly,
that,
I was thinking
like, oh,
He-Man,
that's
too.
Ubisoft's
He-Man.
making a He-Man game? Badass!
Right?
See, that
Like,
would be
where's this
awesome.
If
Well,
they said
dude, after-
Thundercats game, I would have jumped on
Right.
that. If
Right.
they said that.
Thundercat.
I mean, what?
He-Man.
After what's it, the Kevin Smith relaunching
That's
He-Man,
right.
and
Yep.
it's like, okay, what's going on here? But it almost sounds like they said, hey, I would bring Pandora tomorrow back, where we have Mercs versus Spies.
By the way, I've been saying that to my nephew for years, Scrub. He was the Thundercats guy, I was the He-Man guy.
Oh, Ubisoft know that all they need to make is Splinter Cell. That's it.
Exactly.
That's the only game.
You know, Mr. Boomstick was talking about. Shout out to Mr. Boomstick.
Yeah, I
He was
know,
talking
yeah.
on
Oh yeah, I
ILP.
saw that.
Facts.
And then he was talking with Fun Speculation today, actually, and he was talking about the same thing. And of course, I do a show with him as well. We were chit chatting about it, and I said, "What if? I know this is pie in the sky kind of stuff, like they were saying, but what if they actually do just like they did with Dying Light 2? What if Microsoft actually helps them fund a Splinter Cell game? They did for the first one, because if
That's
you
true.
remember, the very first
Very
one was
true.
on the Xbox, the
Yes.
very first
Yeah.
Xbox, before it went over to PlayStation." And
They actually
so
made a console named after it.
Here,
It was the 360 Elite with the Splinter Cell Conviction. A lot of people forget that. I bought.
Oh, okay,
that
well,
damn
there you
thing.
go.
That
So
was a good
what?
game.
Why wouldn't they? I mean, they got money to burn. Why wouldn't they do that?
Here's your answer. With how popular the game is, and every year that they've been putting it out, it's been basically diminishing, right? Because that's why they went multi-plat to like push it out there, everybody. But
Dude.
as time progressed, they didn't do as hot. And then now a lot of these
It's been
devs
over 10
are
years,
afraid,
bro.
exactly, but they still are afraid to touch it because it's so overhyped. So anybody that's going to touch it, I mean, look at what's going on now with Halo, right? It's so overhyped that it's going to disappoint a lot of people. Right? They had to go back and tweak it out.
Well,
You
I'll tell you
overhype
something
these
right
games,
now.
We
A
know
lot
that
of
a
people don't like
motorcycle
this.
sounding game that got overhyped and failed because they can't even keep their servers going. And instead of fixing the game, they fix the shit that nobody wants them to fix. Right? So you know that's the
what's
problem
bad?
with hype.
A lot of people forget where they were when Splinter Cell and Metal Gear came out. Your stealth-based games, which are many on especially Sony's side, were based off of that. A lot of people forget that. Like those
Siphon
games,
Filter. Baby, yes.
That
would be
Siphon Filter
cool.
as well.
But you know-
Absolutely, dude.
But look at Crispy. Look at now. Those games those games have made one hell of a comeback with Assassin's Creed, with the latest 3 Assassin's Creeds. Are basically, well, I understand they're like an open world. RPG.
They also changed,
There's
they
a lot
also
of
changed
stealth
the
in there.
formula.
There's a lot of stealth in there, and then on top of that, look at I just got the platinum on Last of Us 2. Last of Us 2 is basically Splinter Cell with a teenager, essentially.
Isn't she
That's
a
what I'm
adult
saying,
in two?
Hey.
I didn't think she was a teenager in two.
Oh, sorry. Well, whatever. She's like 22 or something. But whatever, for a 46-year-old, 22 is still a teenager to me.
Advertisement, you're canceled.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm canceled. Yeah, so you know what I'm saying? It was basically when you play Last of Us 2, you're like, this is basically Splinter Cell. What are you doing? You're going into an area, there's X amount of bad dudes walking around, and what do? You plan the room, and then you kind of make your move from guy to guy to gal to gal to guy to guy, whatever, right?
Whoa, what
And
kind
you
of party is this?
Well, hey, that's a Tony Baloney kind of party. But anyways, the point is, it's basically the same thing. So why can't you just? It doesn't have to be exactly the same, but I mean, they got the template, they've got the idea. Microsoft is clearly looking to invest because they need to put more third-party titles to fill in for the fact that their first-party titles are a little bit behind because of
A little bit.
the COVID situation and everything else, whatever, right? So things got pushed back a bit. Why not get these games to plug in between their exclusives, right? Like Sony does. What does Sony do? When Sony, like, look at Naughty Dog. Naughty Dog releases 2 games every 10 years, okay? Let's face it, 2 games every
Mhm.
10 years. So what did they do in between that? They buy the Final Fantasies, at least the exclusivity for a year or whatever. They buy whatever that stupid game. I can't remember the damn name of it. And then they got that other one from Arcane Studios. Now they were trying to get Starfield. Same reasons, right? So why wouldn't Microsoft get a Splinter Cell to be able to plug in and fill in one of those gaps in between first party bangers, so to speak?
I mean, I think that's the reason why you saw Outriders. You've seen the show. You're seeing games like Dark Alliance, stuff like that, are going day one. Shoot, I don't know necessarily about the Ascent, but games like that are going in there that are kind of, not say huge, but they're big enough to make a splash, to take your focus off of Xbox's failure of bringing out games from their studios. Exactly. So it makes 100% sense that they're going to invest heavily, and I think they have, to get these bigger third-party games like you're saying in here. Now, are they going to be exclusive? I don't know. I feel like if anything, they're exclusive to Game Pass. But
that's fine. I mean, I don't care,
which is fine too. Yeah, exactly.
PS5 and PC.
No, I don't care.
Whatever, Switch. I don't give a shit. Let everybody play it. But as long as it helps my wallet, that's all I care about. Like, I've never been one of those.
I don't care about their pockets.
Yeah, I don't give a shit. Whatever you want to spend, $100 on it, go right ahead. You could do it on whatever system you want. I want to get it into service, right?
So yeah, they don't need it to be exclusive. Just be on Game Pass.
Exactly. Because to me, that is exclusive.
Yeah.
Because to me, that is. I don't care what anybody says. That is exclusive. That is exclusive in a service that you can't get anywhere else other than that service. So it's like,
so then get a Splinter, get them to put the money up. Microsoft puts the money in there. There's already rumors that Ubisoft Plus is going to Game Pass.
Dude, if
right?
Okay,
it's
so that's
coming.
That and EA Play Pro are my 2 things that I keep saying over and over and over that I would love for them to add. I'm not saying it's going to stay $15 a month, because I don't see how that could ever happen.
No,
but even if they made like a tier to pay $25 a month and you get all of it, absolutely, I'll do it in a heartbeat.
Exactly. Like look at Netflix. You can get regular Netflix, and then you pay whatever. I don't know how much it is. My wife.
It's like $17, $18 now.
Yeah, it's like an extra $5 or something. You get the 4K, 4K Netflix, whatever. Why not? I don't see anybody crying about that.
No,
it's like Disney Plus. You can get Disney Plus, or you can get Disney Plus with all.
Which we have that too.
Disney
Plus, Hulu, and ESPN Plus.
You get like that package deal. So
got that too.
Yeah.
Like
exactly. So everybody else is doing a tiered system. Why wouldn't you do it as well? I do it.
Yep. Yeah. Absolutely.
It makes sense.
I pay for it.
Ultimate is worth it. It's worth it. And if they go up a little bit more, it won't hurt. But if they can pull off Ubisoft, if they go up $2, it's not going to hurt my feelings. It's definitely not going to hurt my feelings.
Well, if you think about it,
remember
Ubisoft
Xbox
Plus has all the Ultimate editions. So you can't tell me that's not worth it just for one game. It almost pays for the whole entire year for it.
Exactly.
Like, what if it's not like Ubi Plus and just like a subgenre of like Ubisoft games, so you don't get like all of the stuff?
That'd be cool
it would still
too,
be worth it, right? But like, just
would.
like a lesser version of Ubi Plus. Like I can see that being a thing.
Well, exactly. You remember like Xbox Live when it first came out, they had the tiered system as well. Remember that? They had like the base one, they had the silver, and then they had the
gold.
Yeah.
And then family. Remember when they had family?
That's right.
Yeah,
that was awesome. And now they said, F you.
Yeah, exactly.
What
right.
Cloud
So they
just
do
said
the
in
same
chat.
Yeah, but you can share your consoles. I mean, that's
you can only share it to one person though. Or family, you can have up to what, 3 or 4.
No, if it's on the same Wi-Fi network, you can actually share it to all of them.
Because Game Pass only has EA Play. They don't have the Pro on there yet. I wouldn't be surprised to see that come over.
See, that's what I was hoping for too. Yeah, EA Play Pro. I mean, it's all the Ultimate editions of those games straight into a service like that. Come on.
EA is worth it even if you don't play all the games, because just by buying a game and you're getting a 10% discount on these newer stuff is worth it. If, like, say you get new Battlefield comes out $70, it doesn't matter if you're in the United States because it's still going to be pretty much almost $60 with the 10% discount.
Exactly, and the beauty is you can get that 10-hour. You get that 10-hour like trial.
Right.
I'm pretty sure within 10 hours you'll be able to know if you're going to like it or not.
I would
You know what I'm
fucking
saying?
hope so.
I would
You
hope
know what I mean? So I mean, if
Oh,
you're
yeah.
playing like 10 hours worth of Battlefield 6 or whatever, 2042, Battlefield 2042, you're gonna know if you like it or not. And you'll be like, "Hey, this game is awesome. Let's buy it." Or if you see the potential that you're gonna be playing it for 1,000 hours, yeah, sure. So anyway, yeah, I see that making sense.
I heard with those 10 hours, you can write a review on it too.
Of course.
Actually, you don't need 10 hours.
As long as
You
you
only,
get
you,
to,
only, you only need to get through the title screen. You can write
get to
a
level
review.
12. Get to level 12 and you're good.
But
Dredd is
like
on
to
fire
like,
tonight.
like to
week.
take off what Scrub said is, with EA Play Pro, guess what game is in there right now? That's it's Biomutant. Like,
Yes.
how crazy is that to see that game there? That's the only service it's in. Like, if that came, like, that's just a game that I don't know. I love me some Biomutant, of course,
Yes.
but I'm just saying, like, games like that are going into other services like this, and I think if somehow they can just figure that, like, that's just what I want. I just want this Game Pass just to blow up even bigger than it is. Add these other two services, because if we're real, I mean, I don't know how many subscribers they really do have, like, separately, like through PC and stuff like that. So, because that's where
I don't
it
give
only
two
is.
fucks.
It's
I don't. Sam
No,
Fisher's
because that
not
helps.
dead. I don't
What?
give a
Oh,
fuck.
shit.
No,
Wow.
the dude can live on, and you know what?
Yeah, I was listening while I was pissing, you fucking shit biscuits. And Leo, why you got to remind me of that awful bullshit?
What'd I do?
Yeah, the sniper bullet. Bullshit.
Yes,
was
Biomutant is yes,
Oh,
it's made by
I didn't
TH
even know that was a thing.
THQ,
I
but
just-
It is.
Oh.
EA Play Pro.
It's real.
What happened?
Ish. Kind of.
Oh, I told him
He's
that
not
Snake
dead.
Fisher gets killed in Breakpoint, and he believed me.
I got you, Husk. He has been cryogenically frozen like Walt Disney. They're going to
Oh,
bring
hey,
Sam
we'll
Fisher
take
out.
it.
They're going to stick him in the microwave, thaw him out, and stick a gun in his hand.
We have made you
They're gonna-
better, stronger, faster.
They're gonna put his head
You
on
are
top
now
of a
Yeah.
evil robot.
A smart zombie.
He is going to be in the new Evil Dead game.
Yeah.
Hey, I would take
My
that.
God.
I would.
I don't know
play
about
it.
that one yet.
Boomsticks ready, people.
Yeah.
That'd be interesting.
Put him in the new Titanfall. He's in every other game but his own.
You know what?
Fuck
They
it.
can't be this tone deaf though. It's just like dice.
I
Yeah,
don't
they
know.
are.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I
they
don't
are.
know, Mag.
Yeah, they
We've
are.
all been
Because
screaming about this forever. I mean,
Take
we're not
those
the only
words back.
people.
Right.
I know. But like, look
They
at
were,
EA.
they were, dude. There were women in Ubisoft saying, "Please don't touch me."
Well, yeah,
That
there's
didn't
that.
help.
Too.
That didn't help.
Mm.
Yeah,
that's-
that is actually
That's also
true.
true.
That is
That is also
very
true.
true. You know what? I'll step back because you're right.
And it's not just that. Ubisoft is still dealing with a lot of inner
Turmoil.
controversies. Like they just are. Like it's not as relevant or like shown on the internet like as it was like a year ago. It's not like crazy, but they're still dealing with a lot of inner like just pushback
Everybody-
from all of that. They've lost so many of their major people from that they are dealing with the downward spiral of that still, and there are still people who are being called out. Just recently they lost another person for like racial remarks and stuff
That's
like that.
why
So
you
it's
don't
not
touch
something
other
that's-
people's peepees without permission.
You know what? Like Ubisoft is so huge,
Damn
though.
it.
Like there's such a monstrosity of a company.
They are
Like
huge.
they've got
Absolutely.
offices all over the world, so you know
Mhm. Yeah,
shit's
absolutely.
gonna go down in one place or even in two places. They still got 30 other like buildings that are gonna be
Absolutely,
working
yeah.
on shit, right?
Mhm.
So I mean, like.
It's crazy. Like I mean, they definitely do. I mean, you have Ubisoft like Montreal and Ubisoft Sydney and like all these
There's
fucking like
there's
just
one here. I
Ubisoft
actually
everywhere.
I test for them. I'm not allowed to talk about it, but I test for
Well, don't
Ubisoft
tell
Toronto.
us. Yeah.
Yeah, I go
Yeah,
down
well,
to this. I
that's-
go down to the
that's great.
studio at Ubisoft Toronto. I test for them for upcoming games and stuff like that. They ask me questions and whatever and all this kind of stuff. And then yeah, so
Okay, man.
And
Another
another one.
question for you then.
yeah.
Have they ever touched you?
You know what? I'm actually upset that they didn't touch me. 'Cause, some of those Ubisoft Montreal girls, woo. But anyways, in all seriousness, where the fuck is my Prince of Persia: Sands of Time?
It got
Nobody
delayed.
cares, honestly.
It's too late, dude. It looked like. Look, I'm sorry. It looked like complete doo
like
butthole.
No, I get
When
it.
they
But that's a
all
year
about
ago.
that game.
That was
Oh,
a
I
year
really
ago.
did.
So they've had a year to clean it up.
And
Maybe start
they-
from the ground up. I want to see.
I feel like with all the shit that happened last year, they lost a lot of people. They had to shift some things, and I guarantee that game is not on a priority list compared to their other games they probably want to release.
I can't remember what studio is doing that. Do you know off the top of your head, Meg?
Yeah, it's Ubisoft India.
Okay.
Meg,
they're the
don't
ones
lie to me. Have you heard this sound in your play testing? Don't lie to me, motherfucker. You know what that sound is.
I can tell you.
Quit turning on your vibrator, okay? Quit turning
sounds
on
like Elvis vibrator.
That's what I was about to say.
Hey, just
I
because
have not seen anything Splinter Cell related.
in
That's
the
all I
Elvis
can
vibrator doesn't mean shit.
The last time I saw Sam Fisher, he was on my cell phone.
Fortnite? Is that what you're
You're sitting in bed? No.
No, that stupid Ubisoft, like dumb Ubisoft mobile game. That's awful.
Yeah.
I
So,
didn't touch
Max,
it.
now they got those leaders left and started up their own company called The Bean, right? We call it Flick the Bean. You should go there and get it.
Bean.
But yeah, no, I know that Underground, and I also feel like I mean I might be a majority, and maybe this isn't something I should say on a podcast, but I feel like a lot of people lost their jobs because of slander. I think like a lot of people it was misconstrued and made worse than it should have been. So I think some really good people lost their jobs at Ubisoft that shouldn't have. And I mean, I still believe that there were plenty there that needed to lose. But I mean, I know people personally that I would not have. I mean, and that just I felt like were pushed out of a position just because of the backlash that Ubisoft was seeing on Twitter, and that goes, or in social media in general, and that just goes for, you know, cancel culture in its own. So I just feel like a lot of people were pushed out of something just because it was the lesser like evil, like, oh, we don't want to deal with it. So
It's easier just
You know what though? Amidst all their bullshit though, and all the problems and all the drama and all the whatever's going on behind the scenes, they're still releasing Far Cry 6 and it looks fucking incredible. So like, at the end of the day,
I'm not super
and
excited
in between, they did freaking the Phoenix game.
That's right. That was
Phoenix.
Legion. They have that crazy
Valhalla.
huge multiplayer game that comes out.
Hyperspace.
No, not that one.
I'm 20 hours in Valhalla right now.
Battlecat.
And man, it's amazing. And I'm just like, you know what?
Ubisoft Sweden, my guys over there in Malmo did
They're
that.
cranking
shit.
it, man.
A lot
They're
of
cranking
that. So.
you know. They're still gonna release these games. So you know what? I'm just asking. I don't care what drama's going on. Give us that Splinter Cell.
Hey,
absolutely.
You know those guys that were cranking it? They left to go to Bean.
Oh, the Flick. Bean. Yeah. They went
They
over
stopped
there,
cranking it.
Paddle the pink canoe.
Little man in the boat.
I'm
Cool.
guessing they don't make their
Ubisoft.
Splinter Cell because it just doesn't sell good. Like
That's
how Metroid with Nintendo.
That's true.
People
Yeah,
love
and that's
Metroid.
what I'm getting.
Nintendo has said it doesn't sell.
I can't see a new South Park game yet, Silent Hill dude. That's not something that I personally see out on the agenda. I'm really, really hoping that, and like these are like maybe it's not super true, but some
Titanfall
of the
3,
like
right?
little things that I'm hearing
Okay.
is that we're gonna
Titanfall.
see a lot of new games coming this E3, like just new IPs. These are just the rumors that I've been hearing from like, you know, people that I talk to, is that a lot of the stuff we're going to see isn't going to be stuff that we see every year. It's not going to be Assassin's Creed and, you know, Call of Duty and like all of these like, you know, plaster and paste games. We're going to have new IPs because they've been listening and this is what they want to give us this year. And I feel that is what's going to happen. Is it's not going to be a new South Park. It's going to be something just completely different. And I'm okay with that. I want new IPs. I am ready for new IPs. Yeah.
The entire industry needs a fucking refresh, like a lot.
And I think COVID had a hand in that. I think COVID came out of nowhere, and like these developers, these companies were put in a position outside of their comfort zone, so they weren't just sitting there copy pasting. And some of these developers had good ideas. They were like, hey, like let's, you know, whatever, we're gonna do this and this. And You have more time to fuck around and do things. Yes. Oh my god.
Holy shit.
Thank you.
Like
being
Def Jam Vendetta, but
that.
freaking
Xbox
Golden Girls
versus Gold.
So is Rose the one that fights like the drunk fighters?
Absolutely.
the old
They're like the
Grant-
drunken master.
Yeah.
Just hit that bottle upside
Picture
the
it.
fucking thing.
Sicily, 1922. Yeah, I'm just picturing it.
Like,
Oh no,
like if you
that's not
think about
Rose.
it,
That would be
Hi, Andy.
kind of like what you were
That was the
saying,
grandma.
lady,
I always
like,
forget her damn name.
like
Rose
all
was the blonde.
these,
Rose was
all these like newer
Betty White.
games, all these like
Betty White.
indie type games have been the ones that have kind of surprised everybody.
Mhm.
Like Returnal surprised a lot of people
Biomutant.
how good that was going to be.
Dude.
Biomutant, Phoenix. I mean, I know it's not
Phoenix.
Phoenix
because it's still-
Rising was a
yeah,
fucking fantastic game.
That was everybody said that was better than their flagship games, which was Legion and Assassin's Creed. So it's like it's crazy to know that like the games that probably may have not like they flew under the radar have hit so hard. Games like Hades, games like that are just hitting. It Takes Two that most of everybody on
It
here
Takes
loves.
Two is one of
Like-
that, like literally top 5 favorite game for me.
Yeah,
Hands down.
You know what's a big
seeing-
one
you're
for me?
seeing
is
this
Little
big
Nightmares.
boom. Yeah, Little
Like
Nightmares.
Little
I mean,
Nightmares.
you're
Those
you're
are
seeing
fantastic.
you're seeing all these games kind of I think get more
Mhm.
attention than
However,
these
yeah,
big
you're
games.
right.
But then you get
Tunic.
Bomber. Here's the
Oh, yeah.
thing, though. Here's the thing: the industry will not drive.
No, I know.
On
No,
Little
they won't.
Nightmares,
No,
It Takes
no.
Two, and
But I
Immortals
think
Phoenix Rising.
but I
They
think
need to
that's
sprinkle
why-
those in between those games.
And I think that's why Xbox has done what they did and bought so many people, to be honest. So that they can bring out those games because people love them, regardless if they're AAA. Who freaking cares? Because
I
to
don't
me,
give a
right
shit.
now, my favorite game is a AA game, and it's called Biomutant. It's
Yes.
better than anything that's came out this year for me.
That's
So,
the GOAT right now.
like, I'm just excited, and just like Lady said, is seeing these new ideas come out. And honestly, like Rare, they get shit because of Sea of Thieves, but you see it now, and it's
But they
killing
only
records
get
or whatever.
shit from people that
we're gonna
don't
see
give
something
the game
from Rare
a
this
true
year. We're
you
gonna
gotta-
see
chance.
it.
Except
Like,
for Wilmy.
speaking of
Wilmy
Everwild.
is the only exception to that fucking
Is
rule.
there anybody know about this
Just
rumor that
didn't like
Everwild
it.
was actually started?
Plain
They
and simple.
started over again.
Yes,
Anybody
I've
hear
heard,
that shit too?
I've heard that a couple of places,
Met-
but I mean, I don't know.
A la
I don't know if it's
Metroid
true or
Prime 4. Remember that?
Yeah.
Like they announced Metroid Prime 4 in 1993, and then they fucking and they scrapped it, and then all of a sudden they had to start over. I heard the same thing about Everwild, and I'm like, no, what's going on?
And I don't know if it has anything to do with that one developer that said we have no idea what it's about either. And I'm like, this is kind of
well,
messed
that's-
up. If you don't,
That's
know.
like anybody working for like Hideo Kojima. It's like, what's the game about?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, but
Uh,
at least for Hideo,
yes.
it makes sense. But
Yes.
for Everwild, we're all looking at it going, this makes no sense. And the dev's like, yeah, I don't get it either. It's like,
I don't
wait a
get
second.
We don't want another anthem.
We
I
don't
just
know
that
that
we
we're
have
shit
these
bombs.
new IPs. They're up their sleeves. I mean, we've seen it already. We've seen Avowed. We saw what is the PlayStation game that I can't think of that starts with an A? Akina? Is it?
Oh, you're talking about Kina?
Kina.
Or-
Kina.
Kina, Bridge of
It is
Spirits?
just Kina. It starts with K. That's another new IP. These
Fuck, I
are
wanna
things
play
that
so bad.
we've seen already, and I feel like we're going to see more of it at
And
at
Kino
E3,
looks
and I
very
think that they're
polished.
going to come out with and I
I can't wait.
genuinely feel that we're going to have something from Rare. We'll see something from Rare. Will it be something new? I don't know. I mean, honestly, Rare at this point in my life could be like, hey, we're working on a new Conquers, or we're working on a new Banjo Kazooie. I will fucking shit myself. I would be excited for something like that. With the tools that they have, at their disposal now. So I know we'll see something from them. I don't know what it's going to be. I've heard a lot of rumors where people are like, "Oh, Rockstar this, Rockstar this." Rockstar's never shown up for an
No.
E3. Fuckers,
No.
they're not
No.
coming. It's
Did you
not
see
happening.
that?
Hey,
I've given
Hey,
up on them. I'm here.
I know this. I know this is
GTA 5
random,
is-
but
yeah.
Cameo. I don't know if y'all remember
Yes.
Cameo.
Mhm.
Holy shit! If they can bring that into more of a now setting,
I don't know what that
holy
And that's
shit.
what Kino
Like, it would
reminds me of.
That's kind of what
something like
Kina Bridge of
that.
Spirit.
Mhm.
It's
Yeah.
basically
Mhm.
a
No.
spiritual success.
But it's not the same, but it kind of has a
definitely not the same.
resemblance.
But I mean, you don't get to have all the cool powers and turn
No.
into different like entities. Like
Really?
Scrub.
Hey, it actually
What was that
looked
game
kind of
called?
interesting.
Was it called Dear God, or was that just a joke? Or John Deere, or whatever the fuck it was called.
No, they could have. You could fucking straight up smash fucking vending machines.
I
and get
totally
shit out of it.
I totally conked out when that game come up, and then they showed it again in the indie spotlight. I'm like, oh god, come on, man.
There's been some amazing indies that have been making stage the past six months or so. They've been coming out and they've been absolutely fantastic. They've been under the radar. I was
want
just
to play
watching the
fucking
indie.
Song of Iron or
That
yeah.
one looks that's a fantastic looking
Yeah.
one.
By the way,
Gorilla just
yeah.
had their indie showcase. I was watching it on the Indie Gamers channel. Like I watched it, did some with his live reactions, and they showed some fucking fantastic looking games, like games that got me hyped to play. And I'm like, oh, I'm buying this day one. And that's not something that I usually do with indie games, but it happened, and I'm like, that looks absolutely fantastic. So
I want Joe on my
Speaking
fucking
of-
creator feature. That's what I
See,
want. I
the
need the
two-
internet to make that happen because he won't
Oh,
respond to my messages.
Well, why didn't you tell me? I'll talk to him. Speaking of
do it.
Indie Gamer,
I'll talk to him.
he says Kina will be shown tomorrow, lady. So
I
you
know,
guys
I
feel
saw
up
that. We
tomorrow.
will see. I mean, I would be
Screw
okay with that.
Kina.
I would be
12
totally
minutes. Fuck yeah, that looks
I wanna see
interesting.
that
Yes,
new
12
Gearbox
minutes,
game.
yes.
Yeah, the new Gearbox would be kind of cool, depending what they have. What the hell it is.
Well, hopefully,
Scorn?
I just love
hopefully-
Scrub Nurses down here
Come
just
on,
chugging.
guys.
I'm watching you. I'm watching you drink that
Oh,
wine.
I thought
this whole
nobody
night.
noticed.
I'm like, no, I'm totally like, I love wine. I haven't drank wine in a long time because
Me
of the
either.
carbs and the sugars. But fuck, I love wine. I'm watching you. I'm like, this guy's gonna be fucking
Tomorrow's
crazy in
gonna
30
suck.
minutes.
Delicious,
Tomorrow's
but
gonna suck.
that headache tomorrow is gonna.
Oh, it's gonna be horrible.
I don't get headaches from wine like that.
I
See,
do.
the two games that I'm looking forward to is the Ascent and Rift Breakers. And I know the Ascent is a full indie game that's only made by like 20 people or 12,
Yeah.
something like that. Like
So
I
is
think it's 12,
Biomutant.
so it's even less. And Biomutant's like 20 people. So
And
I
it
mean,
was awesome.
I can't wait for that. And then Rift Breakers, I mean, I know at first I thought it was just a PC only game, and now they're saying it's on Xbox and it's on Game Pass. I'm like, oh, hell's yeah. So it's just, there's these games that are coming out that are not, Ubisoft, Microsoft,
Yeah.
Sony type
Song of
games.
Iron
There's a
made
lot of
by
very excited
one
for it.
dude,
Well, I actually
and it
know,
looks
I
badass.
speak to him. I did a show with
Yes.
Joe. He's the
Yeah,
Yeah,
Joe's
you
on
did,
it,
you
right?
fucking lucky shit biscuit.
yeah. We got to interview him and everything else. Had a nice long talk. I think we talked to him for about like an
He's
hour.
He's done
And,
so much with that game.
He's so fucking
since.
cool. That
I love you
dude-
guys, but I have not watched anybody's show with Joe at all
Oh,
until I know I will or will not get him on my show. Nope.
Well,
I'm-
why don't you
I'm
call
working-
him, Husk?
I'm
What
working
are you
on
guys
it
just
right
gonna
now.
appear at your
I've-
door?
Right?
Yeah.
Give him a call.
He's too drunk.
Who's got his phone
You
number?
too. It's not like he's gonna be standing outside your window serenading you. You got to call the guy. Say, Joe.
I
need
tried
to borrow you for an
serenading
hour."
him. Maybe that's why.
Well,
He's
you
not
gotta
a
do
peeping
that. You gotta
Joe,
talk to
okay?
him.
My singing
even
voice isn't great.
The guy's busy, man. He's literally the only guy working on the game.
Yeah,
he's,
I
he's
know.
doing
And it looks
everything. Well, him and his
fantastic.
wife. She's helping out.
All right,
Well, I
Mo,
want-
thank you for the 4.99 super chat.
Mhm.
Cheers, you beautiful humans. Cheers right back to you, Mo.
Absolutely, Mo.
I love you, Mo.
Hey, and ABBA,
Ooh.
yeah,
No,
like
we were
Descenders, that dev, like he's gotten so much hate on freaking Twitter, it's insane.
That's because he
Yeah,
replies
fuck
back.
them people.
Because
That's
he
right.
literally he didn't give two shits, and he's just like fighting back, and all these people are like, it's just great what he says. He's like, look, it's one of the top indie games purchased on PlayStation, so suck my dick. I'm like, there you go. That's what
Yeah,
I'm
like-
talking about, dude.
I
Kind of
love
like
it. I love
upsetting
it.
you.
THQ did. Like THQ did
Yes.
to that guy
Oh,
over BioMute.
dude. Yes. Like, it's like, dude, yeah, good. We don't want you to buy it then. It's like, we don't care. We don't care
They
about
already
you as one
purchased it.
person.
That's the worst part.
Yeah, it's just funny. Like, it's not funny because the fact that people will literally sit there and like trash talk a dev or tell a dev that something is one way and truly they don't have any idea,
Yeah.
and the dev's like, oh, this is how this works. It's just
And
It's just
and
fun.
honestly, I think more of them should do it.
Yes,
no.
Sam.
Yes,
It'd be
I
good
hope
to
they.
see, for
Yes,
sure.
Hey,
I want to see a lot of them get their big boy pants and just say "f y'all."
Damn right.
You know-
We're not
you
gonna
know
buy
what?
your game. Fuck you. I don't want your goddamn
Don't buy the
game.
motherfucker.
You know what?
You know what?
You know
Yeah,
what?
it doesn't matter.
You
If
know
you're
what I
nice to
love?
them,
I've
You know
already
what I
made more
love?
money.
Yes, Crispy. What do you love?
you know what I love? That, you know, Xbox has
When
games
you're
that they
playing-
purchase,
Oh, never mind.
like
What?
like
Let him talk,
Deathloop
Dread.
and such, sitting there on PlayStation, and ain't none of us saying, "Oh, we hate you. We hate everybody that's involved," because our game that Xbox purchased is on your console.
You know
And
why,
it's
Chris?
not on ours. Because you know
why?
what? We don't give a fuck,
Not
bro.
Bushlight.
But
We're
we
gonna
also know it's
play
coming.
What we want to play.
And it's coming to Game Pass, right? Like,
We know it's coming.
We know
eventually.
it's coming to Game Pass, but at the same time, I mean, we're gonna wait a long time, and everybody's like clamoring
Mhm.
over Deathloop, and it's like, okay, you know, we get that, but at the same time, we're not gonna trash you for enjoying it. We're gonna be like, enjoy the fucking game, dude. Like, get your head out of your ass. Stop acting like a child. Like, you know, Descenders, like, I saw that. What Alana Pierce said, even though she is a part of Sony Santa Monica, how fucking dare you? Get the fuck out of here with that shit. Like, start acting like a fucking adult. If you are a child, go ahead and tell us your age so we can enjoy that. Okay, and say, oh, you're 14 years old? That's fine. You know what? Show your mom that shit. Show
Not
your
fine.
mom what you said.
I go at those fuckers.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you want to slide in my DMs? Like I said, I'll bring out the red carpet for you. Come on over. Because you know what? I go and talk shit to people that just sit there and be like, oh, I did this and that. And then I go and say, okay, well, this, and this is happening. And then they're like, nothing. You ain't got nothing to say? Oh, wait. I'm too much more intelligent to your ass. I'm sorry. Okay?
I think it's
stop
a thing.
trashing people that are putting in work on things that you're supposed to enjoy. Stop hating on that. I'm
trolls.
a meat cutter.
It's trolls. Like,
I'm a
that's
meat
what
cutter.
it is. Stop giving them the fucking.
Attention.
Stop calling them out.
Stop
That's my
feeding
biggest
them.
thing is stop calling them out. Let them come into your DMs, talk their shit, and leave it there. Stop posting it on your page and letting everybody to see. So, like, even if we don't know their name, they're still getting the satisfaction of knowing that they ruffled
they
somebody's
won.
fucking feathers.
They
They won
won.
at that point. Just
You
stop
put a
doing it.
quarter in the feeder to get the handful of shit to feed to the fucking trolley duck things that you feed at the fucking zoo. That's what happened. That's exactly what it is.
But they do
Day
that
in and
shit
day
on
out.
purpose.
Absolutely.
That's
Just
why
stop
That's
being
what
the
they
fucking
want.
That is the exact reason why when I get emails from the channel and I get people that try to send me shit on Twitter or on Facebook, I don't post it. And we get a lot.
Oh, I'm sure.
I mean, we get a few.
Dude,
we
I
get
get all
we get
sorts of
funny
fucking
ones.
shit in my DMs. Oh my god. Like,
And you know, I've got my DM set up. Unless I follow you back, you're not going to send me shit anyway. But if I don't follow you back, I don't give a fuck what you got to say. That's basically it.
I found out if you say fuck Halo, you get DMs.
Yeah, that's so true.
you do.
That is a
But the
damn
thing
true.
is, don't give them that satisfaction. Fuck them.
Because they
Don't
know
give
they
them a
got
voice.
absolutely. Just don't
Just
do
like,
it.
and
But
I know
Leo.
Crispy's going to agree with this one too. And clickbaiters, quit reposting their shit because that's why they do it. They want you to repost it for them. You give them all the attention.
Yeah.
I never reply ever.
But the
You know what? I
clickbaiters
go at
do that on
clickbaiters.
purpose.
I go
That's
at
why they do
clickbaiters.
it. I mean,
I
they
don't know how
literally
we got
take-
to this topic because we were talking about E3. Does anybody else want to?
Yeah, well, we're gonna
I
get
agree.
you.
I agree
We know
with
what's
you.
going to happen. We all know what's going to
Sorry,
happen.
what show
we
are we
all
on?
do.
Yeah.
E3?
Chris-
Come on. We all know what's going to happen.
We're gonna
There
get
is
20
not
minutes
gonna
of
be
Scorn
enough.
gameplay, 10 minutes of Minecraft.
Oh my god! I swear to God, if they give me that long of score,
That
I'm gonna
10
kill
And a
somebody.
cinematic
But that's
cinematic
the point.
highlight reel the last
There
10
we go.
minutes.
And then
If
20
we-
Why
minutes
is
of
everyone
indie
yelling?
If that
We-
happens,
Well,
to
push
me,
the button.
I'm going to trash it.
If we
that
had
happens,
any Minecraft,
now
it
she
is
wants
too much.
Minecraft gameplay.
We
They're
get
also
that
gonna
next
announce the
10
new
minutes of
DRM.
one, I can do a review copy on it in
My
there
button
just
doesn't
by
work.
watching the rest of
All
the
right.
10 minutes.
Let me catch this. Jay Riddy, thank you for the $4.99 super chat. Rise sequel. Camera pans out showing everything in ruins. Portal opens. Blinks appears. Chops the dude's heads off. blink, Rise of the Cat.
Yes.
You know what?
There you go. So that the bill.
And Chris Jones, thank you for the $5 super chat. Literally just rolled over in bed and woke up. Just wanted to let you know how awesome and amazing y'all are. Thank you, Chris, and right back to you, dude.
Who? Chris Jones.
Dude, who was it?
Somebody gets that reference, right?
Yeah.
Chris Jones.
We got it.
Chris Jones. I got you.
I say that like
say it
every time I see
hear
him.
his name, Chris.
Exactly. I'm like, who?
So I used to have
Wilma
my
should
I
remember
didn't used
this
to have
one.
a cat
Wilma
named
should
that, but my
remember
roommate
this
used
one.
to have a cat named Chris
Whenever
Jones.
I say it, somebody
Okay.
needs to finish my sentence and say his name.
I'm trying to at least finish my sentence.
Gotcha, Husk.
Give me just a sec. Doggy, who are you talking about, dude? Portal player? Because I'm not even seeing him in the chat.
I see him.
Oh, you already blocked him.
Who?
Who?
Not that. Don't say Chris Jones. Who is it?
It's Portal, probably. Portal's been.
I see Portal player.
Portal player. I see him.
Well, at least it ain't Crap Boy because he's been in every freaking Xbox channel in the last 4 or 5 days.
He's trying to
just
get in the
spamming.
good graces. Y'all don't even see it.
No.
He's trying to be a troll and then be like, oh.
It's not him. It's somebody else trying to
No,
play.
no. The other night I saw Crab Gamer reviews there. Yeah, it was him.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Well, he called me delusional.
He's
I enjoyed
using.
that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. You know how that went, Mag.
Yeah, I was. Yeah, because that was Monday night. Yeah, it was fun. Which is
So,
funny.
You got.
Well,
guys
would you like me
see
to
this?
copy everything, or would you like me to just go ahead
Yeah,
and take
send it
them
over
out?
to me. For some
All right.
reason, I can't see him. So
I don't
one of
see
y'all.
him either.
He's going back and forth with Nuth. Oh, mesh is deleted.
Love you through that.
I'm just gonna go back.
He deleted all his messages. So.
Oh, okay.
Well.
Oh, poor thing.
Okay, does it really matter? Anyways, back to E3.
Well,
Nick,
you know what, Matt? You know what?
Let's.
If you
What?
have to type all that shit in and then go back and
Yeah, but she
delete
was
it
trying to
after
move on
the
because
fact,
the E3 it was like we were
gone. So anyway, Wilmy
E3.
remembers this.
Forget I said anything.
Who
So
was
E3.
listening to us and we woke up his wife? You got to remember that. Somebody was listening to us in bed. Was it Chris Jones? Was he listening to us in bed and laughing so hard he woke up his wife?
Are you
I
talking
don't
about the
remember.
message she literally just sent?
Yes. Correct.
All right, never
Oh, yeah.
mind. Fuck it. Moving on.
Super chat.
Yeah, moving on. Okay, we've covered Ubisoft. Let's get to something Lady might want to talk about. Me personally, I really don't care, but
Nintendo. Let me guess.
yes,
Stardew
Nintendo.
Valley 2?
Oh, for
The
fuck's
wreck.
All right, Nintendo.
Oh.
Woo, woo.
And what the fuck just happened? What the hell was that shit?
What are we talking
Superchar.
about Nintendo?
We're burning
Here.
people.
I'm at-
Are we
What
gonna talk
the
about
hell?
Nintendo's E3? Are we going
Ah, here it is. Here it
La,
is.
la.
The Nintendo Direct show will be about 40 minutes long. It's set for June the 15th. And they will show you their new chat system, which is carrier pigeons, by the way.
Yeah.
Um, they're going to break it all out. They're going to start using carrier pigeons now. But
Oh,
E3 2021 Direct, it will take place 9 a.m. Pacific time on June the 15th. And they said it will run roughly 40 minutes. So expect to see another Mario game.
No.
They're not going to show Metroid.
They killed Mario.
So
I
forget
thought.
that one.
shot him in the head.
So, if we go back years in Nintendo E3 history, if we go back to every, Nintendo E3 that there's ever been, they've never really shown anything super crazy and surprising. Like, it's all been stuff that we all knew what that was happening. It's all been just like, okay, we knew this was going to happen. It's been rumor mills in the Nintendo fucking world forever. So I don't expect much from Nintendo. I mean, I know we're going to get a bunch of games that we've already seen, and we're just going to get more info on them. We'll get release dates for them, actual set in stone release dates, because they too have been plagued by COVID. So we've had so many games that they've shown, and those dates not come to fruition. But we're gonna see, I think, a new Wario game, not Mario game. We're going to see a new Wario world because I think Nintendo is seeing how big Wario and stuff like that is getting. Leo knows.
Was it Elon?
How I feel about that.
Are they gonna fix our party issue?
Yeah, and that's where I think that if Nintendo comes out with this new, because they're coming out with the new Switch, if they come out with the new Switch with some kind of online functionality and they announce that at the same time, I can see Nintendo giving us the Mario Kart 9 that everybody's been rumored for the past 2 years. I can see that being a big hitter. I mean, it's a hope. I don't really see it, but it's like a wishful thinking type of thing. And possibly a new Mario Party. Because with their online functionality, they just made this last Mario Party online capable, and I don't know if they saw the success of that or they did that because maybe they're coming out with a new Mario Party. It's been a few years. That's something that they usually announce every once in a while, and we're going to see Breath of the Wild. We will see Breath of the Wild 2. It's going to happen. We will see it. That's just, I see Nintendo coming out with at least 10 minutes of Breath of the Wild 2 footage, like at least. And, the whole narrator over to the
40, 40 minutes is a long time because typically there's like 15 to 20. So,
for their normal directs, yeah, like just their regular directs, but for the E3, that's about average. We're also going to see more of the Splatoon 3. We'll see more Splatoon 3.
Nintendo
I know it's not my
the rest
thing.
of the time.
I still think they're going to show
Scrub
off
Nurse has
Bayonetta 3.
things to say. I want to hear what you have to say. I see you over there.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Oh, about Nintendo. Eventually one day I'll get a Switch. I really want to, but it'll happen. The Switch Pro, I don't think will ever happen anytime soon. They're making too much money on what they have now. Nintendo, if Nintendo can sell you cardboard, they can do anything. Okay. They can do anything, and
Nintendo cannot rely on nostalgia forever.
And here's the most crazy thing about Nintendo. What do
they
you hear
have
about
for 30 years?
Right,
They can show their dick to the internet and nobody
they'll
bat an
buy it.
eyelash.
But we're all getting older.
Yeah,
Go
you'll sit
ahead.
there with Xbox. They'll have all you got is Halo, Gears, and Forza. Well, Nintendo puts out a Mario game every 2 years, and every 4 years a Zelda. Yeah, since
And a
1984.
spinoff every other year. Yeah.
Since 1984, and it gets bought, and more people will buy the game than the freaking console.
And then the best part, they'll pull the game. They won't sell it anymore. They'll
And the price
the price go up. Then they'll re-release the same game years later,
right?
And charge the same price again.
The price
without
never
even
goes down on the
anything.
games.
Nintendo.
There's no
I got
discount.
a question for Scrub Nurse.
Yes.
Now, you say that you don't think it's coming out. What about the 3DS? Let's look at that 2DS/3DS market. It was every few years or so, 3 or so years, they would come out with another variation of it. What's to say that this wasn't part of that deal because we know the screens were bought. So what's to say that that's not part of that deal, that they're going to do a variation of it again, just a little bit of improvement?
Well, I'm looking at from business. They just came out with the Switch, then they just pulled out the Switch Lite. Switch Lite hadn't made 2 years yet, if I'm correct.
Just came out was 3 years ago though.
Okay, but with
Not the
worst case
Lite.
scenario, they're going to say pandemic. You're going to get a whole nother Black Friday and a whole nother Christmas, and they're going to push it. If they, I think they'll do that before they come out with the Switch Pro, because they're still making a killing. If you look at the numbers that they're making every month with these console sales, well, if you want to call them consoles, I don't know, but because I would only leave it docked. I don't think I would use it that much going around everywhere. I'm too damn busy anyway. If I'm not playing a video game at work, I got 2 sticks in my hand, drumsticks. But
I wasn't gonna say anything, Scrub.
I was going there until he.
But I think they might hold off a whole nother year before that Pro comes out. That's my hot take on that.
They could.
I'm thinking holiday this year. We're gonna see the Switch Pro, the Super Nintendo Switch, as I call it.
That's such a dope name. I love that.
I love it. I think it's going to be a thing. I will also be buying one. I'm not going to buy it for myself, but I'm buying it for my kid.
I don't know if you would want Super Switch SS. I don't think that would go well.
If it's gray and purple, I'll get it.
Super Nintendo. It's the new
Jones.
SNES.
Yes, Jones, thank you for $5 super chat. Also, congrats on the E3 Access thing as well. That is awesome. You deserve it. Well, thank you, sir, and we're excited about it. But I'm here to tell you, I hope they fix that site before E3 starts.
Yeah, and what's
their site? It's rough.
I'm content with mine as well, but I just need a new one because one of ours is crapping out, so we're gonna need to replace it. Might as well get the newer and better model. If it's a reasonable price. If it's the price that people are saying and it's going to be like $500, there's fucking no way I'm spending $500 on a Nintendo console ever.
We're already it's still $500
I love
here.
Nintendo and I won't do it. No.
If I
still have to
we're
get
already
a
on the
PS5
third iteration.
Yeah. I'm not going to spend that money.
But we're on the third iteration of the Switch as it is.
Going to the third, yeah.
No, we're already on the third
it's not unheard of,
iteration
though.
because the first one was hacked, so they had to
Yeah.
change it, and then they had to change it again. So we're actually on the
first
third
Switch is still
iteration.
the same Switch.
I have
Switch.
I
but
have
the internals
bad
are
news.
changed.
Why are you
I
yelling?
have bad news. Bad
Okay.
news for everybody that loves Nintendo and wants their mobile Switch thing and wants a new one every few years like the rest of us.
Nobody wants
The people that are okay with it, with them releasing a console every half a decade or so, those people will be happy, but everybody that wants new hardware in their hands every few years, they're in for a rude awakening because Nintendo and Nvidia fuck each other on the regular, like they're friends. Okay. That's
You
a
got some
hardware.
interesting friends,
like that. Wow.
I know. No. Listen, hear me out. All right. I've said this before. Everybody knows what DLSS is at this point. I would fucking hope. That's I hope. If I'm wrong, then Nintendo has no hope and they should just fucking jump off a cliff. But
Oh my god!
hold on.
What kind of news you have?
Hold on. If I'm right on my prediction, they're gonna have the latest Nvidia shit sitting in their handhelds. Okay, and we're talking docked 4K 60, just because DLSS is enabled already, and that means that handheld can go farther than any other fucking Nintendo anything has ever gone. It will be relevant for years and years because that technology is going to continue to get better.
Agreed.
You're gonna go and take you have your little fucking derpy 1080 shit pixel count screen like a mobile phone on this handheld, like on your Switch, and then you dock it onto your 4K screen and it automatically upscales it because of AI being so fucking awesome. This thing, if they release what they should release, they don't have to make another console for years and years and years and years. Not even a Lite or a Pro or nothing. If they do it right.
That's
now,
why
if
you're
that's the
going
case, what are they
to
going to charge
need
for this thing?
a partnership with Microsoft
That was
for
gonna
that
mention
type of
it.
AI.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what's
Microsoft's AI.
It might not be, Game Pass on Nintendo Switch or anything like that. Look, at the end of the day, Microsoft is not looking to push anybody to do anything, and that's because of Phil. But the whole point is
Microsoft's
to help
AI
them
is not
like they did with
Nvidia's AI.
PlayStation. Like
They're
they
not
did
even
with
close.
PlayStation. Think about what they did with PlayStation. Azure servers, they became a partnership with them because you know what? At the end of the day, Phil values what games he played in his entire life, and I guarantee he played Nintendo.
He has a Switch on his shelf, man.
So here's
You
the
know
other
what I'm
thing.
saying?
You guys are also forgetting that Xbox and actually technically more like Microsoft, but Microsoft worked in tandem with NVIDIA for the DLSS. Okay, so there's something there going on with the software side of it. So there's a lot of stuff that everybody keeps forgetting. So yeah, AMD and Xbox are in bed together, but it's not just that.
What are they doing in bed together?
Microsoft,
They're trying to have a threesome.
Yeah, what are they doing?
Well,
are they tickling each other's?
They're trying to make their software the best software for all the technology out there. Think about it. That it's not just, oh, we're going to specialize with AMD. They need to go out there and get some other stuff, and they help them out with that. So they got part of it, and part of what Huss said earlier with the Switch and being the pro thing. I agree with them wholeheartedly, but take the Busch Light out of the equation for my side of it.
You guys can talk shit about the Busch Light and the beers and how much I've had to drink all you want, but the fact is that Nintendo is in bed with Nvidia. If y'all motherfuckers would pay attention when I talked about tech and graphics cards and silicon and memory and all that shit, you would understand that it would be so fucking stupid if Nintendo does not take advantage of Nvidia's newest tech. See that penis together thing? That's Nintendo.
Are we docking?
I will never touch it. They will lose people.
Again, somebody else.
I'm done.
Not me.
Nope, I'm done.
Somebody else brought it up.
Let it go.
Let them be done, you guys. Let them be done.
I'm done.
Okay.
Fuck off.
Can I just say this? Okay, Microsoft has one of the largest platforms, which is Windows, in the entire world. Okay, and the fact is that no matter how bad or badass a graphics card is, they ain't doing shit without a platform. And the thing is that Windows can run Steam. Windows can run this, that, and the other thing. You can go to Google Chrome, of course, but it's probably still running off Windows.
I think like both are drunk.
Yo,
Chrome is a browser, not
yeah.
No, it's a browser, but it's still running off Windows.
Yeah.
Who the hell want to get into bed with more?
It depends on what you're talking about. Because if you're talking about Chromebooks, there's no Windows in Chromebooks.
Nope, it's not.
Okay,
I think everybody's missing the point here about Nintendo, though. Nintendo, they treat their product like a toy company.
Absolutely. Listen to him. They are relying on their it's nostalgia. It's their brand.
It's a toy
Absolutely,
company.
Mac.
They're not
Absolutely.
a tech. They're not into the tech. Because if they were into the tech, we would have had all the tech that we're having on the other consoles and PC already implemented in the Switch.
Nintendo is so behind.
And who's the market leader? Who's the market leader right now? Not fucking PlayStation. It ain't Xbox. It ain't even Steam. It's fucking Nintendo.
So are they going to put Pascal in their next fucking handheld?
Why would they bother with all of this when they're already crushing everybody's balls right now?
Because they're going to start slipping. It's going to start slipping.
No.
It
It's
will start slipping. It's going to start slipping because we have a new generation of gamers coming. Yes, we as a whole, like we have our generation and stuff, but I mean, I have kids now who don't want nothing. They don't want anything to do with Nintendo. I have one child who is like a total Nintendo, but the other ones are like, no, fuck it. Like, I don't even care. And that's what's happening is because they're not getting the online functionality that kids are getting on Xbox.
That's true.
They're not getting this stuff. So maybe not now, but in 5 years, if Nintendo is still fucking around and doing this, like, oh, ho, ho, we have nostalgia, we have toys, we have a fucking fancy theme park, then they're gonna start failing in the actual market because kids aren't gonna want to play it.
Lady,
Here's a
that
question,
is
lady.
exactly the way I think. Thank you.
I got a question for. In 10 years, will you still be playing Nintendo?
I probably will still be playing Nintendo.
There you go. There you go.
Listen,
all right, there's so many folks just like you will still
because
be playing.
Nintendo doesn't spread the love for any other thing, and there's certain games that I love that I can only play on my Nintendo. And yes, you are correct. But does the new generation love those games?
New generation doesn't buy games.
That's why if they're still selling 40 million copies of one game, they're going to keep doing it. They
Exactly.
don't care.
So the way I'm looking at it, Nintendo will continue to be a lot of people, especially like hardcore gamers who have like multiple consoles, multiple ways to play. Nintendo Switch will be that alternate console to them.
Yes.
Right? Because there's always going to be 4 and 5 year olds out there who want it. My son is 8 and he's driving me fucking crazy for a Switch. And I'm like, dude, We've got 5 Xboxes in the house and 2 PS5s and a PC.
Hey,
We
what
have
do you
5
want?
Xboxes and
just
4
just
Switches,
buy it
man.
for them.
Fancy.
Buy it for them,
You know
right?
what I'm
I've got a
saying?
Switch that my daughter wants, and guess what? She plays the Xbox all the time.
Right. So my son is still
So
getting
just
his
buy it.
Fortnite with his friends on Xbox, right? And like I said, he's only 8, but he gets to play Fortnite with his friends on Xbox. But when he's not on there and his friends are not around and everything else, what is he looking for? Now he's looking for that Switch. So like that Switch could always be that secondary console. Hence the fact that it's also a handheld.
That's what xCloud is supposed to be.
Exactly.
well,
Xbox
it's,
and
yeah,
streaming.
that's true.
They better fix that's that way shit, too far away. Yeah,
That
exactly.
got away
That's
a
Like
while.
I have
That's
the fastest
nowhere near.
internet available in
It's
this
still in
country,
beta.
That's why
and
they,
I still
that's
can't
why they
fucking
haven't
play it in my
released
house.
it.
That's
That's
why
why
I
they
agree
haven't
that
What
they're
about
going to keep doing it,
streaming?
but I
What about
really
streaming
think that
from your
Nintendo.
console?
No, I mean,
Yeah,
It's
nobody
even
still
does.
streaming from my console is a piece of shit
Yeah,
in my
still
house.
sucks.
And
We're
I
all
have the,
cool now, dude.
Sounds like you need a
the,
better
the
network.
Switch. The Switch
I have
is
a
still
gig
better
up, gig
overall.
down, dude.
No,
My
internal
average
network.
is 825 gigs per second.
Are you
gigabits per
are
second.
you
you
using
live?
the
You know what? That's
you
that's
using
where
the router that they
DRM
gave you?
comes involved.
are you using the router that they gave you?
Cloud and shit.
What, that my service provider gave me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's why. It's a piece of shit.
Dude,
It's
this
a
fucking router's
it's-
ridiculous.
No, the router's piece of shit that they give you. Go out and buy a real one.
Yes,
You'll
don't
see
use
better internals.
Mhm.
Your internal network is
Um,
being hampered because it's all sharing the same thing. It's not a proper switch.
Hey, look who's in the chat. It's Joe Dunmore. That's
Yes,
my man.
sir.
I
Yeah.
don't think that Nintendo is gonna stop. And like I said, I just think that Nintendo's gonna fucking realize that they need to get their shit together in order to. They need online functionality. At the end of the fucking day, Nintendo needs online functionality because in 10 years, if they don't have it, if I am still playing Nintendo, if I am, which I plan on being, but if there's not that functionality, then I probably won't be.
There
Like, I
will
mean,
be functionality.
That's
They
why I
have
say
to have
pro.
it.
There will be
have to have
functionality.
it.
I just don't think it's going to be what
With
Husk was
a
saying, where it's going to be like an evolving
partnership.
tech, like where you buy the one piece of tech and it's going to continue to evolve. They don't want
Look,
that.
Look,
They want you to take your old Switch, throw it in the trash, and buy a new one, like those old Tiger
No,
games
because
from the
Mag-
dude,
Mag-
Nintendo of all
I love
I
those
mean,
Tiger games though.
Yeah.
I had
Almost of all
Castlevania, Ninja
consoles.
Gaiden.
we like those ones.
Look,
Nintendo has always had backwards not always, but for the most part has had some kind of backwards compatibility. It's not like they throw the fucking people under the bus as soon as a new fucking things comes out. That's not something that they do. They do have the cartridges now again with the Switch, but like you could play like there with the DSs and stuff like that. Stuff went on for generations. Like you could play a 1995 DS game on your fucking DS in like 2010. Like, I mean, it was a thing. And how many other consoles are you doing that on? Like, you're not. Like, I just
It was
don't.
great for that.
What are you?
just don't.
What is that? Oh, that's that the Doom guy.
Oh,
It's-
are we?
Well,
Yeah.
right now the
That's
Xbox
the
is
Doom
the only
guy.
one that
Is it-
allows
is
you to
it
put
so-
some old ones into your box.
I mean,
I'm
wow.
tired of hearing Nintendo.
shall we? Shall
I'm
we
sorry.
get
Let's
into-
move on from Nintendo because I'll just keep ranting because I have a love-hate fucking relationship with them.
We all
But-
do. Everybody loves and hates.
Is it
Nintendo
not
for
logical?
all the
I don't hate
reasons the
Nintendo at
same.
all. I like them.
You liar! Stop
No.
it.
I don't love them
I'm
at
not
all. I
lying
just
at
hate them.
all. I don't love them, but I like them.
See,
I
I know.
like
I
'em.
knew it, Wilmy. I knew it. You
I can't wait
admitted
for
it.
Bayonetta 3. I'm looking forward to that being
Yeah, it's gonna be
announced.
dope. Yeah, for sure.
And
Sucks
all
that it
those
ain't gonna be
splits.
on another
Okay.
I'm
platform.
super
Is that
excited
actually
for
coming
Boom
out?
Factory, so
Well,
It's
it
only
was
gonna be
first
for the
announced
Switch.
in 2018. Or
Yeah,
Only for the Switch.
Yeah, I know it's only for the Switch.
Moving on. Damn, I knew I should have mentioned Nintendo. Jesus fucking Christ.
They were talking more Microsoft than Nintendo. If it makes you feel any better.
Yeah, it was weird.
Hey, we could talk about Naughty Dog now.
dude, we are an
That's
all
exactly-
fucking
Game Pass
console
was only
podcast.
mentioned like 8
Calm
times.
That's
down.
exactly what I was going to do. We're going to
Hell
talk
yeah.
about Naughty Dog.
Yeah,
Ugh.
really get some people fired up now.
Naughty.
I'm just kidding.
Because for whoever this Portal Penis Pumper or whatever this dude's name is, sorry, dude, we're not just an Xbox podcast, so you can hate and thumb down all you want. We really don't care. But okay, Naughty Dog is supposedly hiring people, and we've heard this before. They're making basically a multiplayer only game. So
Which is-
any guesses on what this is going to be, or is it going to be the multiplayer for The Last of Us 2 that hasn't released yet?
Yeah.
that's
It
what
is.
I'm thinking.
What happened to
What it
that?
is.
I think
It'd be
it's.
it'd be like,
I think
"Dang,
it's. I think it's something different. I know that's going to sound stupid, but I do think it's something different.
No, it's not stupid, Bomber. You're 100% right, and I'll tell you why.
No, I want to know right now. I want to clarify this. Are you both telling me that Sony first party is going to make a multiplayer game only?
Yeah,
that's the plan,
and it's one of their biggest studios.
Technically,
and it will be
Bomber. And I'll tell you right now. You know what they're going to do with factions? The Last of Us multiplayer.
No.
They're going to put that next to. They're going to attach that to the Last of Us remake of a remaster of a remake of a remaster that's coming out, and they're going to put it on that and charge you the full $70 fucking.
No,
mark my
that is so dirty, Mag. Like, come on, man.
And that's so out of the realm of possibility for Sony. Come on, man. I'm telling you right now, that's what they're gonna do. They're gonna put Pedro Pascal's face on Joel because it's gonna be the HBO show coming out, right? And then they're gonna release factions with the Last of Us remake, whatever the fuck it is. And then they're going to charge you the full 70 for it. Mark my words. And then they're going to release a fully
ever say.
And they're going to release a whatever, like Bomber said, a completely separate multiplayer game unrelated to The Last of Us.
Yeah, like
you heard it here.
Now the only thing that thing kind of throws me off a little bit is that it's Naughty Dog is not making the remake of 1. Somebody else is doing that. So if they're doing that, or you think Naughty Dog's going to
Naughty Dog is actually confirmed
multiplayer to add into that game. Like that doesn't.
That's Naughty Dog is actually actively working on the remake as we speak. They had another company in there, but Sony has requested Naughty Dog, and Naughty Dog has now put their team onto the Last of Us remake.
I saw. Okay. But
so now they're involved. So now, as soon as I heard that, bink, that little light went off in my head and said, they're going to put fucking factions that they were supposed to release with Last of Us 2 for free. And now they're going to put it on this remake and charge you $70, and that's how they're going to justify it. Mark my words.
Oh, dude, I agree with you.
That sounds about right.
I mean, it sounds about
accurate
Sony.
For Sony. Come on,
but I do see them making a standalone.
Yes,
and I personally believe it'll be probably fantastic because everybody always talks about how good Last of Us multiplayer was.
It is
also Uncharted. Uncharted was huge. A lot of people loved it. I never played those, but I mean, granted, cool. I mean, whatever. I never played the multiplayer anyway. So, but hearing everybody saying they're freaking amazing, I see Naughty Dog makes a damn good game. I don't care what anybody says. They do make quality games, and they're not janky pieces of shit. So I can see this being a great addition to what they don't have. They don't have that yet. They don't have a multiplayer only game that could be a games as a service type deal, where, they're getting that revenue consistently, not, only that one-time revenue. No, they finally are making something that can be a long-term 10-year thing,
It's never one-time revenue with Sony, dude. No matter what you look at it.
No, I mean, if you think I'm talking about
they're going to start releasing it on Steam, right? So there you go. So if you got something that's dying off,
I think,
and then they move it off into Steam or whatever, and then you continue your, the market through there.
It's only logical, but people are going to lose their fucking minds.
Let them lose their minds. That's the way. That's the way it goes. You can't can't make an omelet without cracking a few eggs.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So what are you gonna do? They're there to make money. They're not there to make friends.
Look at the one-time purchase of GTA 5. Repeat purchasing. Over
speaking of which, I heard that the new GTA
thank God I only bought it one
price,
time,
right?
and I will not buy it
I
again.
have never bought that fucking game. Never have.
You're like the only person on earth.
I will step. I swear on my grandmother's grave, I have never purchased GTA 5.
But somebody has bought it for me and playing it somewhere.
No. I've never even played the fucking game. I swear to God, on my grandmother's grave.
It's really not that terrible of a game.
It's not that bad.
I loved it, man. I mean,
But
not the online. I'm talking about the actual game, the story.
Yeah,
I still see that old multiplayer, depending on how well the controls are, because I know it's been kind of janky with stuff. Like, I didn't know back in the day that they actually had multiplayer for that. You know what I mean? I just thought it was single player and just left it alone. And then, was it a couple years ago when they were talking about that they had a multiplayer and they're going to pull it out? It was like, what? So to hold on to that for this long, I can't really see them putting it in the game. I see them doing it separate.
The one thing I will say, in my defense, is I played like 200 hours of San Andreas, and I thought there is no farther. What do you mean, how?
It's a single player game. What the hell are you doing? Just riding a bicycle around San Andreas?
He's picking up hookers
for like 45 hours?
You know how long it takes to get a hooker from one side of the city to the other on a bicycle?
I am a completionist.
I mean, think about it.
Literally, dude, literally, like I could go against like most wanted status, like level 4, and then coming at me for the cops, and I would just absolutely destroy them. Like, and people don't realize GTA 3 and Vice City both had.
Can we get a Vice City remaster? I'll drive around in that game all day, listen to that fucking soundtrack. All day. All fucking day.
I run so
Can we get something totally new with
All right,
the
hit the button, Wilmy. Hit the button. Oh my God.
Okay, outros. You can follow me on Twitter. Yeah.
I know we're getting there. We're getting there.
Fuck you, Meg. Yeah,
I have
dick.
so much more I could say, but
we get spicy up in here. Come on.
But since we've gotten sidetracked again, so I'm going to say it, and it'll probably piss people off. I think everybody's in for a shock at E3 this year. I really do. I think it's going to be.
Year. Let's be really
But it's good or bad.
That's the spirit, brother. That's the spirit. That's what
You're
I wanna
either
hear.
going to be shocked that it sucks or you're going to be shocked that's amazing. Either way, you're going to be shocked.
Well, we gotta go balls deep in this one.
dude, it's so funny because the most like the biggest moment in E3 like history is probably one of the shittiest ones for me when like Sony came out with the
Here's how you
drunken
share a
shit, and I
game.
was just like, what are we doing?
I
This
don't
is, like,
know.
One of my most prominent memories of E3 was just them fucking doing the orchestra shit.
I don't know why Sony and E3 are in the same sentence right now because those assholes don't show up for it anymore.
Well, they haven't for 2
I
years,
think-
and I mean, I get it, but they did for a while. It was a thing.
I'm not buying into a lot of the rumors I've heard. Some
Once upon a
people,
time.
some people saying on other podcasts. We're not going to spread the rumors.
You'll see it
but
when you see
I
it.
think, I think a lot of people are going to be shocked. I think a lot of people are going to be surprised. I've heard a few things from some people, but I'm not going to go into it because it's just not what I do. It's about the games. I don't care. So that's my thoughts, and I'm excited for it. I'm here for it. Sunday after the show, we'll throw together a quick podcast to do a reaction thing for it with anybody who wants to join.
Titanfall 3
That's right,
featuring
dude.
Sam Fisher.
Well, me, I'm
I am here.
I'm down, bro.
I'll be there.
I'm down.
What?
Fuck those
Like,
random.
Rise Son of Rome featuring Titans with Sam Fisher.
I'm gonna
driving.
watch it after, dude.
What are
That's
you
work.
drinking right now? Is that
No shit.
blue?
Mhm.
Are you drinking like syrup
Mouthwash?
or-
Did you not hear me earlier? I said I stole one of the wife's foo-foo drinks, and
It's like the
That
90s fucking
explains
called and
everything.
wants your
Hold on.
wine cooler back.
red, white, and berry is what it's called.
Nice.
It's a Zima with
5%
Jolly
alcohol.
Rancher.
So
It tastes like vodka with berries in it.
So
So
someone
what you
got
tell me,
text
Husk, you're going to drink that, and when you go take a shit later, you're going to wipe your ass and you're going to moan to yourself.
Yes,
He does that anyway.
yes. Also,
every time he wipes anyway, he moans because he pops through the toilet paper a little bit. You know.
hey, I'll get more shit tickets next time. All
I
right.
thought it was one of those B&J like fucking.
I'm gonna have the green poos tomorrow
So what
for sure.
Green Goose the other day.
what you got? What's everybody think we're going to see at E3?
Oh,
Leo,
like actually
start.
for real, like for real.
You
for real?
first.
Why Leo first?
I'm allowed to talk.
I don't know because he's at the bottom and he doesn't.
Leo hasn't talked all night. Let's let him.
No, well, he's
Yeah.
tried and everybody's talked over him.
because we're all
Bunch of
loud.
assholes on this panel. That's wrong.
Leo, you're also really low.
These guys above me, fuck them.
Fuck them all. Fuck them all, Leo.
Dude, what's your predictions, bro? That's what Wilmy just asked you.
That's
I think
it.
we'll see a Fallout 3 remaster. Shut the fuck up, Dread. I think Bayonetta 3 for Nintendo. PlayStation wise, I think we'll see something with God of War Ragnarok.
Well, PlayStation won't be there.
Oh yeah,
It doesn't mean the
Well, they're doing Summerfest,
like
so
6 weeks, we
still,
will.
it's still kind of
No,
at
it's not on the
Summerfest-
schedule though, so it's going
At
to be.
Summerfest, I think we'll see
their own show.
Injustice 3 from NetherRealm.
Ooh, yes,
Mm.
please.
That's nice.
Because they got their new game coming, so it's either going to be Injustice 3 or something brand new. I'm hoping for the brand new. I love Injustice, but it'd be awesome to see them take a crack at something else besides Mortal Kombat or Injustice. Like, do something
agree.
different. I mean, how many developers have proven that they can work outside their box, you know?
Not many though.
Yeah, not many, but
Not
like, I
many.
could see them doing it. They've been around for since what, 1991, something like that.
This is a true story. Yes.
I'm done.
Good job. I liked it.
All right, Dread.
All right. I'm going to go with the most far-fetched one that
you
would be
go
kind of
far-fetched.
cool. Okay, far-fetched. Xbox announces that they bought WB Games. However, part of the deal is that it cannot be exclusive to Xbox. It has to be multi-plat.
That's better. Yeah, I can see that.
Like Minecraft, when they sold, that was the deal to sell. Minecraft can never ever be exclusive. It has to be multi-plat. That was part of the
they'll
deal.
do it.
And
You're
I can
right.
see
They've
this
already
happening.
proven that.
Yes.
Oh,
And they've
that
held
is,
to it.
dude. You are the first person that I've heard say that, and that makes total sense because they've already done it.
Yeah. So, like I said, it's far-fetched, but it's possible. Because yet again, I've heard that just because they pushed the chair back, they didn't walk away from the table. But that's what I've heard.
You sly devil.
Oh,
I like it.
Oh, I love it.
I'm glad I gave you all boners, but this I wasn't expecting that.
I got a lady boner. I
Dude,
don't even know.
that was a great point, dude. I gotta give you, dude, fucking golf clap, bro.
Yes, that was good stuff. That was good stuff.
Good.
All right,
Mag.
You know what? You kind of took the wind out of my sails because that's kind of where I was going. I was thinking the same thing. They would do the same thing as they would with Minecraft with WB. And then because, you know what? Matt Booty cannot, he's already running 15 studios. You can't keep dumping stuff on the guy. That's why Bethesda is doing their own thing, right? And they, I mean, they own them, so to speak. But at the same time, they're letting Bethesda being run by Todd Howard. And we're like, listen, you guys do your own thing. Just report to us. That's it, right? So they're doing that. So I could see the WB thing being a thing. Let them run themselves, okay? And then just let them go anywhere with it. Let them publish games on PlayStation, on PC, on Xbox, on Nintendo if they want to, whatever they want to do. And that's kind of what I see happening. However, I'm hearing differently. I'm hearing that it's a smaller studios, this and that, although that could also just be a hell of a lot of misdirection. However, I do see them buying Techland. And I could see them acquiring Techland and making Dying Light 2 day one on Game Pass in December. I believe it's December 7th. That's what I'm saying.
All right,
Now I
Meg.
have a boner.
Yo.
I have not once heard or seen your fucking alter ego in this show.
The alter ego is
he
not here.
exclusive?
Because
He is
exclusive to Gaming After
exclusive.
Dark?
Well, yeah, because they paid for the contract.
That's fucking bullshit.
However, that's man's drink right there, Husk. Look, Molson Canadian. There you go. Not Canadian Molson. Okay, Crispy Bomb, Molson Canadian. There you go.
There's
and
Molson
it's not blue.
here, and it's not called Canadian Molson.
The only blue thing is the can, not the drink itself. Ain't no
I
berry
call that
buster or whatever the hell it is.
blue ribbon here.
Ballbuster.
I
Husky.
drink it.
All right, Husk.
Oh, it was my time.
Now it's your turn.
My turn. My turn.
Your turn.
Honestly, we're not gonna see Sam. Okay, it's not gonna happen. I'm gonna say that right now. As much as I would love to see that, we like the biggest thing that I think we'll see is some form, it's got to be Titanfall's got to be the thing. It has to be.
Oh, you're so cute.
I know. What will happen is what I've said for weeks, and then I saw all over the place on Twitter today because, people and the internet. We will get flights. We'll get a public flight for Halo. But
Like
what I
multiplayer?
want to see, yes, multiplayer. But what I want to see, I want. Where's BT? I want BT back. I want that fucking story to continue, and I want the fucking multiplayer, and I don't want it to be hot fucking garbage where you can't, like Jared said earlier in the chat, I want to customize my Titan. Don't be fucking stupid about it. EA ruins everything they touch. Plain
so
and
does
fucking
Activision.
simple.
EA and Activision are the cesspools of the gaming community.
Yes, they
Let's
are.
just all get together in kumbaya and
Fuck.
fucking say fuck Activision and
But-
fuck EA.
But how fucking cool would it be to get a Rise sequel?
Okay, I can see
Yes,
that being a thing. That would be sweet. I like those predictions.
It
Crispy.
launched.
Crispy,
It
your
launched with
turn.
Xbox One. Just saying.
Oh my god!
I doubt it.
Is it my turn yet?
It's
Yes,
your
sir.
turn.
No.
I just said
Chata,
it was. Husk
not
is
done
done.
yet.
We're moving on to Crispy.
Husk, do you have anything else to say?
No, he does not.
Crispy
Go,
hates
Crispy.
me.
I
He
love
will
crispy
mumble.
taters.
I know Husk so well that he is
Husk,
so
we
drunk.
love
He's
you.
rambling.
Just
He's
hush.
I'm not
All right,
rambling.
all right, all right.
are
I'm fucking with him a little bit, but you are completely correct, lady. Let's
love
put
you,
it this way, like,
It's debatable.
Xbox at this point has one thing that nobody really wants to acknowledge. They've actually brought out more first party announcements than Sony. Okay, and I'm talking about new IPs or IPs that they're remastering or remaking. Okay, so you think about that for a second, especially in the past 2 years. Absolutely. I mean, what are you going to get? Another Last of Us? Are you going to get another God of War? Horizon Zero Dawn? Okay, I understand that completely because I'm a gearhead. I love Gears. Okay, and I know people love those games. I understand that completely. But let's keep it real here. I mean, Ratchet and Clank, how many times that game coming out?
Well, this is the 16th
18
one.
apparently.
You know, I'm not trying to trash it. What I'm saying is, it's like for people that love Halo, love Gears, love Forza. I mean, a lot of people love Forza. Okay, whether it be Horizon or Motorsport or one or the other. Like I love Horizon. Some people love Motorsport. I get it completely. The whole point is people love these games, and I think Xbox realized that regardless of how the media not lately but months before treated the games that were coming out. And it's like, dude, like you only realize that you're stupid when MLB The Show came to Game Pass? Did that bother you so much that you don't understand that games are played and people love games no matter if you like it or not? Like, you don't fucking get that in your head? Like, people that go and troll and act like assholes on Twitter, I freaking hate that, because I don't hate somebody because they like a game. You know what I hate? The game itself. And the game may not be for me. And a lot of people can't understand that. So I'll tell you right now, they're gonna bring out Starfield, of course, Halo Infinite, and then I think we're gonna see Fallout 5. That's what I think is gonna happen. And it might be just at the end, and it'll be Fallout 5. And that's it. Just like they did with Elder Scrolls. Okay?
We still haven't seen
about
shit on
that.
Elder Scrolls. Just say that we're going
We
to see
still
Elder
haven't seen
Scrolls.
stuff on
telling you,
Starfield.
We're gonna get
People
another
will
teaser
lose their
of
shit.
Give us
Starfield.
another game that was 6
Maybe.
fucking
That's
years
true.
No,
out.
we're getting Starfield. We're getting Starfield.
We're getting
Xbox already
Starfield.
confirmed that.
Absolutely.
My point is, you throw out Fallout 5, even if it's just like the world and it's just like what they did with Horizons Forbidden West, and they're like
Can't with you right
screenshot, and you're like, oh my god, this is great, and it's 5 hours later from motherfuckers. Like, come on, people were streaming for 5 hours before the actual gameplay reveal. Like, don't do that, especially Xbox. Do not do that. I don't care how many clicks you want. Do not fucking do that, please. Like, let's have the gameplay, the best gameplay we could see, especially from Halo and Starfield. That's what I want to see. After that, it's just bonus for me because I don't expect much. But they showed Halo and Starfield. That's what I expect to see.
All right.
All right, Scrub.
All right, and 45 minutes later after the conversation started. All right, Scrub, tell everybody what you're looking forward to.
Well, like everybody, I'm not going to even go into depth. I definitely want to see Halo, but we know we're going to see Halo, so I'm going to move that to the side. I'm going to say that I know for sure we'll probably get, I don't know for sure. Okay, just put that in there.
He knows for sure here in his mind. He really
in my
wants
mind, we're going to get one acquisition. Will it be a gigantic one? I don't know that. I would like to see one or two. There might be smaller studios, but what I'm really excited for and looking for is to see Sarah Bond on that stage for more than 2 minutes. And for the people who don't know who Sarah Bond is, she is like in charge of Game Pass. So we know that a lot of these big acquisitions that we have gotten from Xbox might not come out till the end of 2022, maybe 2023. So we gotta fill Game Pass up with some third-party acquisitions, maybe some exclusives, maybe some timed exclusives. But if I see Sarah Bond on that stage with that big grin on her face more than 2 or 3 minutes, I'm happy because I know we're going to have some games that is going to fill our time while we're waiting for these bigger ones. And also, these are big corporations making money, but it's less games that I have to put cold hard cash on. A lot of people,
fill me up.
I'm not going there. A lot of people, a lot of people.
She almost got you.
She almost. I'm not going there.
She walked in.
I was gonna add the daddy at the end, but I thought it was too much.
Yeah. This
It would have been perfect.
This is the end of the bottle right here, so y'all pray for me. So that's all I'm saying. But if we're getting some big time acquisitions in this game, that's why I really want to see what Battlefield has to show. Will I think that they're going to be free day one to Game Pass? I'm not sure, but I want to see what games are coming to Game Pass. It's been mentioned in the chat a lot of times. There's this indie game, The Last Night. We heard about it.
2017.
2017, and we really haven't heard anything else. That is one of the games that I really want to know what's going on. Show me something because I really want to play that game. I still have in the trailer that song, that Scorn song, Acid Rain, stuck in my head. Go look it up. It's a great song. But that's what I got on my mind. What's coming to Game Pass? Because we all have an inkling of what else might be showing up in this show. And that's what I got.
Awesome shit, dude.
All right. Lady.
All right.
I'll be quick. I'll be short and sweet because we are past time here. We are going to get Halo multiplayer shadow dropped beta. It's gonna happen. They're gonna say
Good call.
right here, right now, we are going to be able to play the beta right after the show. That's gonna be something that's gonna happen. We are going to see definitely like I don't know what we're gonna see, but we're gonna see Dragon Age something from EA. EA, that I feel like that's gonna be their big hitter. That's gonna be something that they need to show where they're at in that progress, because they've had so much fucking crazy shit going on in BioWare and all of that that they need to show progress with Dragon Age. They need to show us where they're at with that. I feel like I've already kind of talked about like what I think I'm going to see, Eddie.
But not on here.
Okay, you're right. I haven't talked on here, so I will just give you guys a quick rundown that we are going to see a Halo console, limited edition console. They are going to release a Halo limited edition console that's going to come out with Halo that you can pre-order after the show. They are also going to bring back the Xbox Design Lab, even though I've heard a lot of pushback on that. I think it's going to happen. It's been since October. I think they're going to have Elite controllers being able to customize because Xbox needs to bring tech, because it's Xbox and they do it every year. They need to bring something techy, and that's what they're going to bring to the show is their design lab, and they're going to bring that console to it. And I mean, yeah, if we're focusing on Xbox, that's just where I think that it's going to happen. It's going to be a good show. We have honestly not that much time with Xbox. Like I thought we were going to have a bigger show. What is the time?
Hour and a half,
90 minutes. That's what I thought. 90 minutes. And it is, we have to think about it in this form that it's with Bethesda. So we're not getting a Bethesda showcase and an Xbox showcase. We're getting them both combined. So now Bethesda and Xbox has to work together and give us a showcase that we all love. I think we're going to see a lot of new IPs. I really feel in my heart of hearts that we're going to see a lot of fucking really awesome new IPs from Bethesda. They have Bethesda ZeniMax. They have all these fucking things secret, like this secret, and we don't know what they are. So I just think they're going to be new, fantastic fucking sounding IPs, and I'm excited for it. So
just a tip.
Bomber.
You know, that reminds me, the whole Bethesda Xbox being combined. I have a feeling that they're going to have a band play like Bethesda always does. And out from the drums comes Phil Spencer.
Can I play the drums, please?
But Phil's playing the drums. He's sitting on his lap, or he's
all right, Mariano, thank you for $10 super chat. Just showing love to one of the great podcasts. Love GBTB. Don't forget, everyone, hit the like button. And we love you too, Mariano. And I got to have you back on again one night, sir.
Absolutely.
Fuck yeah.
Get the Pumpinator up in here.
All right, Bomber.
Mine's pretty quick and sweet. I know a lot of people already said it. Flight Sim will be available, whether that's a day or so afterwards, but it will be available finally for console. So that'll be one thing. I think we'll see Arcane Studios' new IP. I also believe that, yes, we'll see one acquisition from Xbox. It's not going to be huge, but it will be an acquisition. Everybody can finally say, yeah, they did an acquisition.
Do you think it's going to be a Lever team?
I think it's somebody that they already work with currently, yes. I also believe at the very end will be a brand new AAA game from their first party studios that they will tease to keep you wanting more from them. But like everybody says, we're going to see Halo. We're going to get Halo crap. We're going to get Starfield stuff. You're going to get the stuff that you want because that's what they're going to give.
Crap.
Are we going to see? I just want to know like what everybody's thoughts are real quick because nobody talked about it. Are we going to see Fable? Are we going to see?
Nope.
They said no.
No.
Cool.
Even if
they already said no, I didn't even know.
Even with Aaron Greenberg saying no
a
million times, and he lies a lot.
Yeah,
I don't see Fable.
Too soon.
Nah.
Way too soon
anyway.
Dude, that shit was literally a fucking built CGI fucking teaser.
We're working on
had nothing to do with the in-game engine or nothing.
Oh no,
it's way out.
Same as State of Decay, the same as Forza. It's all these games that they showed. You're not going to get for all. Just like Hellblade. Like everybody like worries about Hellblade. Like, dude,
that's next year.
It was the first thing they ever showed, but it's going to be one of the last things you see.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's it. Wilmy.
All right, I'm looking for games. All right, good enough. That's it.
Wow.
I'm looking for games. I'm not going to say what my predictions are because everybody's already let the alcohol talk and everybody's talked way too long. So
Dude,
on that
I
note,
only had like 3 drinks.
I'm not talking about you.
And way more.
Truth, I try to cut them off though, Wilmy. I try to be a good.
Oh,
one.
they're fine. I'm just giving them shit. Mainly Huss, because look at him. He can't even sit up and straight in the chair anymore.
Oh, we're gonna see Psychonauts too. Yes, that's gonna happen. Sorry, throwing it out there. Okay.
Yep. You will definitely. I'm pretty sure.
That's definitely going to be there.
Yep, I'm out of beer. It's time to end the show.
Oh, and Matt, dude, I'm not that old yet. Trust me. But and I'm excited too for Ratchet and Clank Friday. So watch for a stream.
I can't wait for you to stream it. Yes.
Watch for a stream popping up from me sometime, maybe Friday afternoon or Saturday afternoon.
And we also have Cloud in chat, Canada. There, he's going to be streaming
Friday night.
He's going to be streaming Chivalry
2.
Yes. So
where
keep
you
an
ride
eye
a
out for
horse
that.
and chop off people's arms.
Yes.
And heads and everything else. It's pretty awesome.
It's gory as fuck and it looks awesome.
You can cut the head
It
off.
looks fun. I wish it was on Game Pass because I saw his footage and I was like, oh, it actually probably.
Yeah, like I saw him cutting off.
Like, I feel like it would be a good co-op. How many co-op can you have? Like, can you like party up in co-op, or is it just one verse, like thousands? I don't know, not thousands. You know what I mean?
No,
whatever.
I don't know.
Looked good. All right, Wilmy, we're done. I'm done talking. I'm sorry.
And on that note,
sorry, Daddy.
On that note, we are out of here. And of course, you can find us here every Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern. And I will notify everybody what time we will go live Sunday.
Have a good night, everybody.
So,
good night, y'all.
I want to thank everybody for joining. And we will see all you fuckers next week.
Oh, look, Mag's still awake.
No, I'm still here, man. I was just listening to you guys. I got out.
Touch that beat.
No excuses, Mag. You're cut.
That was really rude of me, wasn't it?
I liked it.
But I didn't mean to do it.
Fuck.
That's that part. I totally didn't mean to do it. Sorry.
Do it anyway.
We're still live, by the way.
Yeah.
You think people give a fuck? They know we're crazy on this show. They're good.
Right, that's a penis. Put it away.
I want to touch
Sam
Mama
Fisher
Spirit.
will be at
Seriously.
E3. Oh! So will Silent Hill.
Should there be an aftercast?
Kojima.
I feel like I let Canada down because nobody talked about fucking Silent Hill.
Microsoft just bought GBTV Nation.
Featuring Sam Fisher.
Oh, we're riding that corporate dick now.
Sam Fisher will be replacing Wilmy Hood. Or is Wilmy playing as Sam Fisher?
I have officially finished my bottle of water.
What the fuck did you just call me?
Where's my bottle of Tabasco?
Sometimes you gotta flip his beans.
It's the mean demon that flips you back.